Did you see the moon? Wasn't it fantastic? The crescent moon. When I left my house this morning at 10 to 5, it was just incredible. It was so bright. It was just a little sliver of a crescent. It's fantastic nature, isn't it? Anyway, good morning. It's Sunday, believe it or not. So it's Sunday, and we've got a lovely show lined up for you today. Would you like to have a look? Here is today's menu. So it's Sunday, 8 o'clock, Spools of Fun. That's with Joy, and she's full of the joys of spring today. Not. 9 o'clock, we've got Alice Caroline. Now, that's not quite right, is it? We haven't got Alice Caroline. We've got some Alice Caroline goods, but I've also got loads of Premier fabrics as well. Beautiful, beautiful colours in there. 10 o'clock, Jetstream Jewel Quilt. When you see Joy in a minute, that's the one that's behind her head in a second. And then 11 o'clock, Miss It, Miss Out. I've got problems. Anyway, I'll turn you up really loud. It's all right, I've got problems with my talkback. That's fine. Miss It, Miss Out, Miss It, Miss Out, Miss It, Miss Out. You know what that is? That is the end-of-range fabrics. I will be telling you whether we're getting them back or whether we can't get them back. But here we go. Now, this is only a little sample. This isn't the whole quilt. Little sample here of cotton reels. How apt is that for people who do sewing? Isn't it lovely? Now, what I'm saying is, because we've got bundles for you, your bundle will make more than this. That's what I'm trying to say, because don't be shocked when I show you the bundle and you're going, to make that, you get 9 meters fabric and a design roll. I know. Oh, I haven't told you how to get in touch. Oh, sorry, I haven't told you how to get in touch. Sorry, I was busy. It's because I was talking about Joy and her thing and everything. I was saying, do you want to get in touch? This is the way you can do it. You go to the website, www.sewingquarter.com. You click on the watch of the show, then you go down to the right-hand side there where it says message studio. Now, you can write as much as you like in there, but only the first sentence and a half will come through. The rest of it will not come through to me. They will be delivered to little Paul upstairs, and I don't need hugs. But I've got more to tell you in a minute. Oh, I'll tell you. And you can only half that message will come through to us on my tablet here. Now, while we're on that one, look at products from today's show, right? They will all disappear in it. They're all the products I had yesterday. And what will happen is they will all disappear in a minute. And all of today's products will all arrive. And you can click on them and pop them in. They're starting to go. All right, they've gone. Right, they've gone. What happens is, if you're watching later on, if you're watching the repeat later on, then you can click on them and pop them in your basket. Or, of course, you can click on the top right-hand corner in basket, because it's very important you can check out as many times as you want, right? As many times as you want, and we only charge you one postal package of £2.95. Now, if you want to send pictures in, now, little Paul loves getting pictures. Send pictures or a long email that Paul can send on to the right department if you need a long answer to it. studio@sewingquarter.com. studio@sewingquarter.com is the email address. Right. My pen's on this desk. How did that happen? I must have left it here, really. So, this is cotton reels, right? This is cotton. We've got 2 bundles for you to make this gorgeous quilt and the book that the pattern came out of. Right, so, OK, we're doing Amy, but no, we'll do Amy Butler first then. Amy Butler first is over here. So, this is the bundle. Now, did we have these, Paul, open? Yes, I asked you if we got them open, because we need to show the fabric, so especially the Tim Holtz one. Yeah, Joy's got this one, but we need to open the Tim Holtz one, that's all. So, now, you get 9 meters of fabric, right? You get 9 meters of fabric. Now, this one is cobalt. You get a meter... Oh, hang on, I have to add this up now. 1.5 meters cobalt. Now, I know it's not cobalt, but they call it cobalt, right? 1.5 meters of that one, 1 meter of the marine, which is this one here, and 6.5 meters of optical white. That's for your backing and your background. Then you get the design roll, which you know how much these are worth. These are worth £49.95, aren't they? And 2 reels of thread for £119.99. £119.99. That's the Amy Butler one. And then this one here, we've got the Tim Holtz one. Now, this one's very kind of, got a more masculine feel to it, even though it's still cotton reels and everything. So, you get 1.5 meters of the grey. You get 1 meter of the red. Now, these are linen effect. These are not linen fabrics. They're 100% cotton. They're linen effect. And 6.5 meters of the grey. And the Tim Holtz design roll. And the 2 reels of thread. £119.99. Now, the pattern for this is in the book. What page is it on, Paul? Let me have a quick look. Do you remember what page? 80, thank you. There we go. It's called Sewing Spools. One of many, many, many designs in this book. The book's £12.95. £12.95. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Obviously, the fabric we've done will make you a whole-size quilt there. Let me just have a look. Oh, I haven't got my glasses on. I can't tell you. I'll read it for you in a minute. Oh, no. 70 by 70 inches, the finished quilt size. The block sizes are 6 inches square, and you need lots of them. Right, I'll go through the book more when we go over there, but let's go and see Joy. Right, morning, Joy.
Good morning, John.
It's been one of those mornings already, hasn't it?
We're having fun. We don't care.
Right, let's look at the nails. Before we do anything else, let's look at the nails.
Just silver sprinkles.
Just the sparkle.
Just a sparkle and a daisy.
Oh, but you've not got your daisy earrings in.
Well, I was going to put my silver sparkly earrings in, but I couldn't get them in the holes, so I gave up. It was too early in the morning.
Too early in the morning.
To fiddle, so...
Wow,
I couldn't do it.
I know. I used to have one of my ears pierced, and you'd have to do that thing like trying to find the hole in the mornings like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. This is a lovely design, isn't it? The cotton reel design.
Yeah.
Is it difficult?
It's not difficult. It's a little bit tricksy till you've got your head around how you do these seams here, because they're called Y seams. So they're not a straight seam. You have to go in, you have to pivot to get here, and you have to pivot.
Oh, but you're going to show us how to do that.
I'm going to show you how to do that. This is approximately a ninth of the full-size quilt. I was just trying to work it out while you were talking. I'm just counting how many blocks we need to do.
So you'll get 9. Well, hang on, one.
Yeah.
What was this? 3 and 3.
That's 9, you see. So you get 3
1,
across
2, 3,
and 3 down.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you'd get 9 down and 9 across in the actual quilt.
Absolutely.
But there'll be fabric left over as well, I imagine, from the design roll, wouldn't there?
There might well be.
Yeah,
there might well be. And if you're doing it with the Tim Holtz collection, the more masculine one, these can look like bow ties.
Oh, yes.
So it doesn't have to be cotton reels. You can make it look like bow ties.
Exactly. Right, OK, let's get started then. So, what do you do first then?
First thing we've got to do is open up our strip roll.
Yeah.
Which
you call it strip roll?
Strip roll, jelly roll, what should we call it today?
Roll.
Design roll, OK. People call them different names.
Exactly. But they're always the same, aren't they? They're 2.5 inches wide.
Yeah, 2.5 inches wide, full width of the fabric. OK. Now, in this particular bundle, you've got sort of 3 collections going on, if you like. So I like to separate them out. We've got one set with this pattern. We have got one set of flowery patterns and one set with this one. So it's the same pattern. It's
but just in different colours.
Lots of nice different colourways. And that's worth doing, because, particularly with a pattern like this, because you might want to use one particular pattern way for your centres.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes,
so different colours but the same pattern way.
Yes.
Just depends what you want to do. But also it sort of helps you to spread them out and get a nice balance between the 3 different patterns.
Yeah, now I'm just wondering, so we've got in the Tim Holtz one that you just talked about, we've got the grey for the background.
Yes.
Oh no, the grey must be for the backing, and then the linen look grey or the red must be for that bit of the spools, mustn't it? Or one will be for binding. So. The red will be for binding, won't it?
Yeah.
So the Tim Holtz one, you could use the grey linen look as the background of the spools, and on the other one it'll be the blue polka dot.
No, it's the white.
Oh no, I don't mean the backing.
No, you mean the background.
Oh, you've used white, have you?
It's white. Yeah,
okay.
So you've got the white.
I just wondered what the other 2 were for then. I just wondered what you'd use. One's for binding, and then what would you use the other one for, do you reckon?
I'm not sure.
No, but you've used the white.
I'm not sure. Perhaps you want to use it within.
Within, no, maybe.
But we've used the white. So we're going to make these, as you say, 6-inch blocks, and then when you've made them, they just go together in alternates. So rather than them all going, you can have them all going that way.
Oh, I quite like to do that way.
Yeah. If I was doing it as bow ties,
yes,
I would probably do them
all
in that
way,
direction.
yes.
The pattern in the book tells you to put them that way, so we'll do it the way the book says.
Do you have to be aware of directional? Because the Tim Holtz, these aren't so much because they're multi-florally and everything, but the Tim Holtz have definitely got directions on them, haven't they? Because some of them are, well, they've got writing on, they've got labels on everything.
Yeah.
Do you just not worry about that? Do you just go for... Because whichever way you lie in the bed or wherever
you're going to see something.
you're going to see it at different angles, aren't you?
If you're the sort of person that likes it to be correct in terms of...
Formal.
Formal. Is that the right word?
Yes.
I'm learning a lot today. Then, yes, you can make sure when you put these pieces on that they all face the same way, or they face outwards, or they face inwards. It's up to you how you want to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we've got to make.
Right.
Okay. Now, we need to pick our strips.
So how did you say, did you just think, I'm going to have all of these as central ones, or did you just go, I'm going to have a mix and match of everything?
I decided that the flowery ones wouldn't look so good in the centre.
Right.
So I've decided to go for these
For the geometric-y ones.
Yeah, and also this one in particular, I mean, I think that quite looks like a roll of thread. You know, the spool of thread, if you've got a variegated thread going round. No, you can't see it. OK. Put your glasses on. See,
where could you see a real reel of thread?
If you imagine this is your reel of thread, this is your outer edges, and this is where all the thread is, that looks like a variegated roll of thread to me.
No idea what you're talking about. Little Paul does, but I've got no idea.
Yeah, well,
remember, if you've got any questions for Joy, send them in.
Like, what on earth are you talking about?
Yes. Right.
OK, I just thought that would look better in the centre, OK?
Yeah, that's fine.
And the flowers. We've got much bigger pieces on the outside as well, so you've got more chance to show what's going on.
Yeah,
OK.
Yeah, because if you cut the centre out of that, you're going to lose a lot of the flower, especially the big pattern like that. You're going to lose a lot of the pattern.
Unless you fussy cut it so that you cut it so that comes in the middle, but they're quite close to the edge, so you're going to lose bits and pieces. OK, so having decided, I thought maybe we'd use this one. You can see I've already been chopping at it.
Yes.
So it's just a case of putting them next to each other and thinking, you know, well, do I like that one next to there, or do I prefer it next to there? And getting a good contrast is quite important.
Yes.
So if I bring that one over, for instance, you can see there's a much stronger contrast there than there is there. And I think that works well with this pattern that we're doing.
All right.
Yeah, you still looking?
I was just going to...
That's all right. You can rummage. Look, I can do that, and then you can see some at the same time. But it's nice. It's nice to get a good feel for what's in your roll.
Yes.
Okay. So first thing we need to do is to do some cutting out, and because I've already got it as a 2.5-inch strip. You choosing your own
Don't you
colours.
worry, you carry on, Joy. I'm listening to every word you say.
No, you're not. Nobody ever listens to me, John. I know my place.
Now, how's your friend, the one that does crochet?
Okay.
Is it Margaret? No, do I mean Margaret?
Oh, you might mean Margaret.
The one that was sitting opposite you doing the crochet when I can see you last.
Yes, that was Margaret. Oh, no, that was... yes, Margaret was doing the crochet and Jackie was doing
the hexes.
Doing the hexes.
I wect to see Joy doing a demonstration, and you wouldn't meddle with Margaret, would you?
Do you know what? She really keeps me on my toes.
There's a surprise. Oh, she'll be watching.
She will. She came in the other day to class and she said... I've been looking at your calendar for next year. She said, and I think there's a couple of things we need to talk about.
Oh,
OK, Margaret, that's fine.
Oh.
And then she said, you didn't mind me telling you, did you?
No, she's lovely. She's lovely.
Really
I don't
nice.
want anybody to get the wrong idea, but, you know.
I only have lovely ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't have it. So I need to cut a 2.5-inch square for the centre.
Right.
Okay.
So it ends up as a 2-inch finished.
Finished size, yeah. Now, because we've got some crinkly edges on here, I like to get rid of those because it's much easier when it comes to matching up.
Right.
Except when I'm feeling lazy and then I just don't bother. You know, which happens occasionally. Now, when these are cut, the bottom of the little V shape is just about spot on the 2.5 inches so that you can cut them down. So I'm just going to cut one of these. Obviously, if you're doing lots of these, you'd cut multiple layers.
Yes, because how many? Nine nines. What's 9 nines? 81. There's 81.
Yes.
There's 81 of these bow ties, cotton reels to make, sort of thing.
And what's missing, John? What is missing? My rotating cutting mat is missing. Where's it gone?
Was it not in your trolley?
No, it's off my trolley.
It's your 10 o'clock trolley, that's in. Do you want it now?
It might be useful.
Can we have it now, please?
If somebody can find it.
Now we've got Handsome Adam with us today.
Yeah.
We've got Handsome Adam working with us today because Amy's having a day off. Did you know Amy's in a show? Not Amy presenter. You might not know Amy Floor, right? She's an actress as well. And she's in Hobson's Choice. She's playing the youngest daughter in Hobson's Choice.
Oh, good for her.
So we're all going to go and see her. We're going to get a chara and go and see her. He's going to bring in the thing.
He will do, yeah. I can manage without. We'll get there. It's just easier to use. So, 2.5-inch square.
Right, hang on,
Nice
what's
and
that?
easy.
Oh, that's the book that's in there at the moment. Okay, so that's a 2.5-inch square. Okay.
Yeah.
We will bring the rotating cutting mat.
Yeah, he'll find it. It's got...
Come on, Adam. Oh, so you can't put the graphics in yet? Okay.
Ah.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Let's get it on here. It just makes life a bit more easier. Now,
right, so we've put the we've had the ruler graphics in, haven't we? So I'll talk about that again in a second. But
okay.
Right.
For the outer edges, we need to cut 7.25-inch rectangles.
Right.
So again, I'm just going to line this up, and I'm just checking the bottom and the top lines to make sure I can get rid of those crinkly bits.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a bit dramatic, John. It's the only trouble with cutting the crinkles off. You get lots of little bits of confetti. But that's okay. So there we go.
Oh, it seems to be more come off that side, Joy.
Yeah, it's just the way it was. Yeah. Are you going to be picky all morning?
No, I'm not being picky, sorry.
OK, so that's where we start off with. Now, obviously, these have got this angled shape to them, like a trapeze. Is it a trapezoid they're called at that shape? I don't know.
Is it?
Something like
it's
that.
A flat top triangle in my book.
Well, that'll do. It's got 4 sides, hasn't it?
OK, so. Now, no, it wouldn't work. I'm just thinking... I'll let you cut yours first, and then I'll ask the question, because my brain's still warming up yet. Right, rotating cutting mat. Here, £32.95. Ideal Christmas gift.
Absolutely fabulous.
Limited stock. We didn't have it in. It's only just arrived. We didn't have it in 2 days ago. Now we've got a limited stock today. Okay. Right.
So we need to cut this angle off.
Yes.
And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use the 45-degree angle line.
Right.
On our square. I'm using a square. You could use your long ruler.
Well, what we'll do is I've got a couple to show you after. Yeah. So we created grids yesterday. So show us how to do it on this one first, and then we'll get the other ruler and show the other ruler. Okay. So this ruler is the 8-inch square ruler from Creative Grids.
Yeah. So I'm just lining up the 45-degree angle line on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm making sure that the point of the square is coming to the point of the rectangle that I've cut.
Yeah.
And then I can just whiz that off.
OK.
OK. Then I'm going to turn it all the way round. And then I'm going to slide it along so that I can do the same on the other side, like that. And that's where the advantage of the rotating mat comes in, because
Don't you throw those away.
What do you want to do with it?
Well, I was going to... 2 things I was going to ask you, Joy, here, first of all, before we go any further.
This is all carefully rehearsed, isn't it?
Sorry, what's that?
I said that was carefully rehearsed. What are you going to do now?
Rehearsal, what's one of those? Right,
okay, right.
Say this was my cotton reel fabric.
Yes.
Right? If I fold it in half like that...
Yes.
Could I not... Move over.
I've moved.
Oh, right. Paul thinks our blouses are the same today. They're nothing like each other, are they?
I suppose on this screen it does come out similar sort.
You've got butterflies, haven't you?
No, I've got flowers and you've got Porsches.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to what we're here for. Right, OK, now this could go horribly wrong.
It will. I know what you're going to say, but carry on.
Oh, you know what I'm going to say?
I think so.
OK, right, so hang on. So I'm not going to cut the fussy bits up because we haven't got time. But if we just do that, line up your 45-degree angle, press down.
Yeah.
Oh, you left the lock open. Okay. Move out the way. Step away from the table while I'm
moving. I'm moving.
I can't see what I'm doing. I've got my glasses on. Right, take first. Push the blanket in.
Right. Put your finger on the top.
What? Fingers on the top. Oh, yeah. Right. Don't you touch
Put your finger on the top of there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you hold it like that, it's going to wobble.
I was wobbling.
You was wobbling. If you put your finger on it, it helps to keep it steady. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So then, can I not cut that one out, but then use... I'll do it. Right, so let's...
Can you do it in a continuous...
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
You can.
Oh, there you go.
You can. But you need to make sure that bottom is the right length. That's a crucial thing. By cutting them singularly, you get your 7 1/4 inch rectangle, so that gives you the right size.
Oh, OK.
In the book, there is a template that you can use. Oops. Flapping it about. Page...
80.
Yep. I'm not sure what page the template
the template,
is on.
124.
So if you go to 124... Okay.
Right, OK, so they're there.
So there's your template. So if you're not comfortable using the rotary cutter and what to measure out, you can use the template.
OK.
And if you go back to page 80... OK, and then if we turn over here, it shows you here...
that you can use the template.
You can use the template to go in a continuous line.
Yeah. OK, brilliant.
If you're going to use a continuous line, I would use my long ruler to cut off all the crinkly edges first before I then went in and did that.
I was going to say something very profound then, and it just stopped. As it came to my mouth, it just stopped.
It was that profound, it went back deep.
No, what I was going to say was, this is where, if you are using the Tim Holtz, you're going to get... If you've got writing, some are going to be... It's not going to be formal, because if your writing's going across like that, and you do one like that, and then you do one like that, the writing on that one's going to be upside down.
Well, that's going to happen anyway, because you're cutting it in double.
Oh, yes.
So you're going to get that. But even if that one's cut that way and that one's cut that way, so we've got our directions that way, you can still choose which way you put them. You would mix and match.
I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that. And then this, the reason I didn't want you to throw this away, I know those are too small. I'm teaching my grandmother to suck eggs. You've been doing this for 100 years, do you know what I mean?
Carry on.
I said that on air yesterday, and they went, she'll be listening. She'll be listening, saying Joy's been doing it 100 years. What I would do...
I wasn't listening, I was busy doing other stuff.
Oh, right,
getting things ready for today,
I would stitch that down there.
Yes.
Right, and then I've got a square of fabric.
You have.
Rather than 2 little triangles.
But I would mix and match them with the other ones that I've cut out. So that
for
you've
now,
got
I'll
half
put them in the
square.
bin. Right. So let's get back to Joy's lesson then. But we had a different ruler as well over here, didn't we?
Yeah, do you want to just bring that one over? This is it's not really designed with this in mind, but it actually works as well. Okay. So
I'll take you through the ruler in a second.
Okay, so if I cut off my 7 1/4 inch rectangle from here.
Oh, that's quite sad. Paul said his nickname's Lone Star. That's quite sad, isn't it? Do you not think?
It sounds a bit sad, doesn't it? I'm sure it's not really. But it's also
Step away from the table.
It's also the name for Texas, isn't it? The Lone Star State.
It's the name for what? Texas?
Yeah, Lone Star State, that's nice.
Well, he had one of those funny moustaches for a while, you know, like... when you had that moustache, you know, like that. Yeah, no, it wasn't a handlebar, it was one of those clone ones, you know, you had one of those for a while.
Weird. Well, one of my classes the other day, they were saying, we always hear John talking about little Paul. Who's little Paul? Is he really little? So I had to show them a photo.
Have you got a photo of little Paul on your phone?
I have. Be careful, John.
Where did you get that from?
Well, that's telling. But yeah, and they said, oh, he looks all right, doesn't he?
Yeah, but on a photo on a phone, you can't tell, can you?
No. He said he looks all right.
Because you could blow the size up on a phone.
They thought he looked quite normal, so...
Well, he's anything but normal, I'd say. But I have to say, in his defence, in Little Paul's defence, whenever he comes on air, like when we did my birthday cake, or when you've been on air a couple of other times, ladies do message in going, Oh, he's a bit of all right little ball, isn't he?
There you go.
No accounting for taste, though,
No.
is there?
So this ruler
Lone
here,
Star.
is actually for doing this kind of Lone Star happening.
So really, it comes with, like all creative goods, we love the creative goods, it does come with all the instructions on how you can do those two, there they are, those 2 blocks. Oh, and that one, those 3 blocks, right? It's nice, isn't it? But we're just using it to show you how to use the... So if you got this, not only could you make all of those, but you can use it for the angles on the ruler, can't you?
Yeah, because it's got a 45-degree angle here, and it's got your strip markings on. Again, you can just line it up onto the point.
And that's a 45 degrees, isn't it, that one? Yeah, 6-inch 45-degree line,
The advantage of this one is if you wanted to make bigger blocks...
Yes.
Then you could adjust your strip size.
Oh, yes, you can make giant cotton reels and things.
And it tells you on here, this is telling you this line is a 2.5-inch line.
Yeah.
So you can...
so you can go up to a 5.5-inch one if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Easy. And then, obviously, we're just going to trim that off in exactly the same way.
Right, have you got your phone on you, Joy? No, Anne, in Cheshire. John, can we see a photo of little Paul?
Oh.
And I'll show you later. I've got one on my phone.
And then go in again and do it. Yeah, there you go. So they all want to know what he looks like now, don't they?
Should we get him down later?
We're going to get into so much trouble now. You know that, don't you?
Well, he's on the lookout for a new lady friend, new girlfriend, so...
Oh, wow, this could be his big... We could be... What's one of those dating sites?
Lonely Hearts.
Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we?
Oh, we could... Oh, no, I won't say that.
No, don't say
that. No, because we could have one of those screens, right? If you've got a digital screen, we could put a picture of Paul up, you go, no, yes, like that,
We'd never be on there, though, would we? We'd be off straight away.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that they wouldn't want us. Well, they might. That might be
some people do have unusual taste, Joy. We could be somebody's taste.
Do you think?
Yes. Right.
I think we're pushing the boat out a bit.
Oh, she might.
Look, you said it was one of those days today,
it is. I mean, we've got handsome Adam on floor.
Yeah.
We've got handsome Rob. Is it Rob? Very handsome Rob on camera. We've seen you, cameraman.
Where did we get him from?
I don't know.
Do you think they make more of them?
I think... What, you want one as well?
Well, there's no point having one between us.
No.
I mean, come on.
Right, anyway, back to the bow ties.
OK, so this is a very serious show today.
Come on, then. Come on, Joy.
So we've got our 3 pieces. We need the white pieces.
Oh, yes.
OK, to go in the middle. They're exactly the same, 2.5-inch strips, cut exactly the same way. OK? So I have here a pile of squares. I have a strip of white. So from my strip of white...
Ginger Mike's upset now because we haven't called him handsome.
Well, he should know he's handsome.
Yes.
We shouldn't need to tell him.
No, exactly.
He's lovely.
There you go.
He's lovely. They're all lovely. All lovely.
No, not all of them.
No, who's not?
No. I'm not telling you that.
I'm going to say, don't answer that question. Come along here.
So you cut these the same size as the
exactly the same size
ones, yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same size. So 7.25. Get our 45-degree angle going on here.
Did Adam find any Tim Holtz fabrics open, Paul? So we'll have to open this one then. Oh no, how many are there? Well, we need something to show. We can't sell a Tim Holtz. Yeah.
Okay. So then, there you go. You can see all the pieces that are going to go together. Okay. So what we need to do is do a bit of sewing.
I was going to say, but it looks like you say that Y seam looks quite complicated, doesn't it? Mo. Yeah. Morning, John. Yesterday you said you felt disgruntled. Today you seem gruntled. So obviously Joy has cheered you up. Great show. I'd never heard that. I'd never thought about disgruntled and gruntled. I think you are both absolutely wonderful.
Oh, bless.
That's from yesterday. It's not
that from yesterday?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm only joking.
Right, OK.
That's posh
now, you go on.
That's posh Nicola from Oxfordshire.
Sending all my love. She's got good taste then, hasn't she?
Nice. She's posh, yeah. She's got good taste, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Thank you, Nicola, my love.
OK, and some more bits here. So, first thing we've got to do then is we need to sew these to our square.
Right.
Okay, so that we get this sort of a shape.
Okay.
Now, the difference with this is we're not going to start sewing at the end.
Oh, okay,
like
so this is important then.
So yeah, so we've got to be serious
close-up,
now.
yeah.
We've got to be a bit serious now. So...
Can I just show you that there?
Yeah.
You've not stitched right to the end, look.
No.
So you started a 1/4 inch in, is that what you've done?
1/4 inch in.
And is it at both ends?
Finished
oh, yeah.
a 1/4 inch in at the other end as
Oh,
well.
so you've got to concentrate then?
Yes.
Because every single one of those seams is going to be done like that, isn't it?
Now, you know you left your pen here. That's quite useful.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
You did, didn't you? Because the easiest way, and I wouldn't normally use pen.
Oh, I've got a marker.
Have you got a marker there? Oh, even better. Fabulous. So, what I do is I go in and I mark just on a couple of sides.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Bit bold, but it'll give us the idea.
It's air erasable, this one, so it'll disappear anyway.
That's good. So I'm just going in to mark where those 1/4 inch seams are, so we know where to finish. Okay, so I'm going to start on the mark, go to the mark.
Right.
Now, we're going to line this up. So obviously I want the square on the top so I can see where I'm starting and stopping. And we're going to line this up on the top. Now, you might see there's a tiny little triangle bit that sticks out. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Just line it up nicely on the edge. And then, if we can get into here, and I like to just hand wind the needle down, because then if it's not going to quite hit on that mark, I can just adjust it a little bit. And then we'll stitch.
Oh, you have to be on the ball, because my instinct would just be to run.
Absolutely.
And also, you couldn't. Could you chain piece these? If you chain piece them, you'd have to be very careful, wouldn't you?
You can't. It's not really easy to chain piece them, because you've got
you're not running off the end.
Yeah, you've got to keep coming and going. So there's one onto that side.
Right.
Now I'm just going to finger press that open.
Right.
To start with, but we're going to do something different in a minute. There's my piece. Thank you. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side.
I suppose once you're in the swing of making lots of these, it comes automatically.
They come together really nice and quite quickly, actually, considering what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of these ends. Okay. And again, I'm just going to finger press that open. Now, having done that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it. I'm actually going to have these seams open. Okay?
Do you want the iron? Is that what you're saying?
No, won't need the iron.
Pardon?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to finger press. When you're opening these seams, because we're using such small seams, you're much more likely to burn your fingers. And I burnt myself last week on the frying pan, so I don't want to burn my fingers on the iron as well. And I find if you just finger press them open, they come open nice. The reason I finger pressed it to the side is I've actually got something then to finger press against when I open the other side up.
Of course.
Yeah, so I've got that sort of, it's much easier than trying to do it in one go.
Right, 2 things before we go any further, Joy.
Okay.
We've had an email from Gillian saying... Not one of these. It's
an email, yeah.
Hello, John and Joy. As she's female and she can multitask, she's at work, typing away with her headphones on, and having you and me
watching as well,
wittering away in the background. Happy Sunday to you too, my love, Gillian. Right, somebody's asked about this fabric using. It does come in the bundle, but if you want this on its own, can't do it with the Tim Holtz, can only do it with the Amy Butler. Can only do it with the Amy Butler. If you want the design roll, £49.95. There's only a few. There's only a few of those. But if you do want that design roll, there's I'm just checking how many there are in this one. There's usually 30, aren't there, in a design roll?
Probably 30 or 40.
40? Oh, you get 40 pieces in that one. There you go. For £49.95. Right, okay.
So that's
Sorry, Joy, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's right, 2.5 metres of fabric. It's not bad in a roll, is it? Okay. So now we've got this bit done with our seams pressed open.
Yeah.
And we've got our little gaps at the end
Yes.
of both of them. Now, that's going to be quite useful to us to have these open because that's going to act as our guide when we come to put the next pieces on.
Okay.
So this piece is going to go into here. Right. So we've got stitch down here, pivot, stitch up here, pivot, and go back up here.
If you're not very good at pivoting, can you do it in 3? No.
No, not really. It doesn't really work. Well, you know. Now, the temptation is to put that piece on the top and then go and try to sew it from there. But if you actually sew from the other side, so we need to swap that round.
Right.
Yep, have the background underneath. You stitch a 1/4 inch seam. As soon as your needle hits that seam, you stop.
Right.
So we don't need to worry about where our 1/4 inch is. It's right in the centre of that seam.
Would you again use your purple marker and put a dot there if you were new to it? No. All right then.
No, you don't need to because your 1/4 inch foot is on the edge.
Yeah.
And as you stitch down, when your needle goes in the middle of that seam, that's your 1/4 inch. That's much more accurate than trying to mark it.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. So now I am going to start right at the end.
Yes.
This time. And I'm going to come down here. And when I get here, I'm just going to, let me get my needle down. Just pause just to make sure that that seam goes under nice and flat. And then, if I just come down here and just stop with it right in the centre of that seam.
Okay. What happens if you're overrun? If you do go 1 stitch too many?
Probably you'd need to unpick back.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you've gone too far, when you open it out here, because it's gone too far, you'll end up with a wrinkle.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we don't want any wrinkles.
All right.
So just take yourself nice and slowly to the end. Now, this is where we've got to do the pivoting. So foot up.
Yeah.
Now, I hold the background.
Yes.
Straight, and I pivot the top around.
Okay.
So that then lines up on the edge of there, okay? So again, once that's lined up nicely on the edge of that square, we can stitch down, and again, we're going to stop when that needle gets right in the middle of the seam. And then we're going to pivot again. So again, I'm going to hold the background and pivot the top round. And then I can just fold that out the way.
Yeah, you don't want to catch what you've already done underneath the needle, do you?
Line this up down here. And because you're stitching to a point, you really need to hang on to those, hang on to those points, but not to the point of stretching the fabric. Hang on, put the foot down.
And also, I suppose, because you've not sewn right to the end of the first ones, that's almost given you that. It's like cutting a notch, isn't it? You can it can make it pivot and go in a straight line because you've already got that notch cut, haven't you?
Yeah. So then, when we open this out, this will naturally fall
like an envelope
that way.
Yeah.
So then, when we look over here, we've got that nice and flat.
Right. I want you to do that again on the other side.
Yes.
But I'm going to go and do fabrics first. So don't do anything till I've done fabrics.
I'll just get ready.
And then I'll come back and we'll do that again because I think it's really important to see how that was done.
Yeah.
Right. Ready? Born ready, me. Tim Holtz first. Now, I'm sorry you can't see this one open. But we've had a Tim Holtz show this week, but I can't open this to show you all the different prints. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Always flies out. Can't sell you this individually today, I'm afraid. But for £119.99, now you get this, which you know is worth £49.99. You also get 2 threads. I'll hold those up. But then you also get all this fabric. You get 9 metres of fabric. You get 6.5 metres of the grey. You get 1.5 metres of the linen look grey. It's not got any linen. It's 100% cotton. Steel. And then 1 metre of the red The red linen look. Now, if you're liking this linen look fabric, I've got lots of new colours, loads of premiere colours coming up in the next hour. The next hour, actually, next hour. So all of that for £119.99. Or if you want to go for the bundle that Joy's using over there. So this is the Amy Butler Fat Quarter, which is £49.99 on its own as well, but I'll do that in a second for you. So you get that, you get the 2 threads, you get, well, I'll move that out of the way, you get 6.5 metres of the white, you get 1.5 metres of the cobalt, and 1 metre of the marine, spot on, for £119.99. There's the bundle. Right, now if you want the Amy Butler on its own, this is lovely, 40 pieces. Now, they're all 2.5 inches by the width of fabric, so they'll be 42, 43 inches wide. £49.95. Amy Butler's soulmate. The thing is, the reason, if you're saying, I'm going, oh, why doesn't he open it? Let's see, he opens all the others. If once you've opened a design roll, that's it. Unless you've got the skill, apparently you can do it with 2 forks and a friend. You need 2 forks and a friend to be able to put it back together again. And I haven't got either of those. Oh, yeah, we've got 2 forks, but no friends. Right, the book. Let's look at the book a little bit more detail, because the book is gorgeous. So, they've called them Jellyroll. So, Jelly-Rolls and Quilts by Carolyn Forster. There are so many beautiful projects in here. Really, really lovely, lovely projects. So there's all description about what you need and what cutting and patchworking and stitching. So before you even get on to any of the patterns, there's all the instructions. So then, and we're still on instructions, So then we eventually get to, we're still on binding then, what the quilt sizes are. Right, here we go. Woven Dreams. Oh, sorry, I'll hold that up for you. Woven Dreams. And then look at all the instructions. And she does accessories to go with the quilt. Look at that, flower garden, that's beautiful. That's the Dresden. That's the Dresden one in there. We love that one. Then you can make a wreath, you see, out of the same pattern. Then we'll move on to Sunny Days. And then the bag to go with. And then we carry on. You see, look at all these lovely projects. That's nice. Ripples, like a raspberry ripple. And then, little key holders to go with. So as well as the actual quilt project, there's one we've done there, the sewing spools. I say we, Joy. Ohio Star. I mean, it's just gorgeous. All that for £12.95. It's brilliant, isn't it? OK, back to Joy, because she's going to show us how to do that again. I'll just put that there. Right, OK.
I don't think I ought to speak to you now. You said you haven't got any friends. Am I not your friend?
Yes, you know what I mean.
There we go. OK, you're forgiven.
What?
You're forgiven. OK, so I'm going to do exactly the same.
Yes, and I'll be quiet while you do it, so you can explain it properly.
That's fine. OK, so again, just make sure you've got it the right way round. We're going to line up our first side like this with the background underneath, so you can see where your seam is. Okay. And then I'm going to start right at the very edge and stitch down until I get to that seam. I'm going to come right down here. So it's very useful to have your needle down engaged, okay?
Yeah.
Then lift your presser foot up, hold on to the background piece and pivot the top piece around so that it then lines up exactly, these 2 square edges line up. That out the way. Then we can go to the next seam. Like that. And again, we can pivot, hold the background, pivot this piece around, line it up again, and then hold on to your 2 points until the very last minute, so that it goes all the way down. And then you've got your block. So on the back, again, this one will naturally fall to go this way, so you can give it a nice press. what I like about this particular pattern is a lot of people like to use white as a background because it looks really nice and fresh and modern, but it can be a bit of a nightmare because you get a lot of shadowing coming through.
Okay.
With this one, because you've opened your seams against the two dark ones,
yes,
and this one falls in, it comes in over. So it helps to stop a lot of that shadowing going on. And then, obviously, we can start to
figuring them out.
Start to play
Paul, you said there was a message, nothing on the thing.
So we can either go in alternate directions.
Deirdre, morning, Joy and John, loving the demonstration, always inspired by you. That's obviously to you, not me. Thank you, Deirdre, my love. Right.
So, yeah. And then, obviously, then you can just choose, you know, which way you put them together, whether you put them facing alternate ways.
Yes, or have them all going the same way.
You see, I think that looks like a nice set of bow ties when it's...
No, it does like bow ties.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that'd work. We could make that.
I used to wear bow ties all the time. When I first left Wimbledon School of Art, I used to wear a bow tie all day, every day.
Yeah. And now you don't?
No.
Oh.
No, not tie them. They were just like made out of fabrics from shows that we worked on, everything like that.
So,
yes.
It looks complicated.
Yes.
Doing a Y seam the first time is a bit scary if you've never done one before. But if you just follow it through nice and slow with those steps, it comes out really good every time.
Exactly. Now, if we just go through this one, I do need to ask you to check out your baskets, please, because you know, putting it in your basket, excuse me, doesn't guarantee that you've got it until you've checked out.
Out the way.
So remember, only one P&P, only one P&P for the whole day. So it doesn't matter how heavy you know what I mean. Some people go by the heaviness of a parcel, and that one you've got 9 metres fabric. It's hefty weight, isn't it?
It is.
It's like the same if you buy a sewing machine, still only £2.95. So if you've now imagine we've got all 81 stitched together now.
Yes.
This is like a mini version of it then.
Yep.
You then make your quilt sandwich, wouldn't you? Now, keep looking at that because I've got my wadding all the way over here. I've got 2 different choices of wadding that you can use. So I've got 2 different waddings here. Now, I know these look huge compared to that thing, but obviously you're going to be doing one that's 9 squares by 9 squares. Yeah. I've got the Holtz Heirloom Premium Cotton Batting. Now, it says the cotton batting is 80% cotton, 20% polyester. £19.95. Now, if you think, well, I'm not going to use all of that, John, because it's huge. It's 81 by 96 inches. It's always good to have in your stash, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I've always got odds and ends of fabric lurking.
So that's how... Now, this one, if you are going to do the white background,
yes,
you might be better off... we've got lots of waddings and battings on the website,
yeah,
but I'd go for the white one,
yeah,
because if you put... Obviously, it's not going to change the colour, but if you put that white... Yeah, over that, it's just going to take the brightness away,
yes,
isn't it? Whereas if you use a pure white one like this... Now, this is polyester. Some people prefer just using the polyester one. Again, that one's 81 by 96 inches, £12.95. But as I say, there are we've got warm and white.
Yes.
We've got warm and natural. We've got all sorts on the web, if you want to go and have a look on the web as well. OK, so what you do is you'd make a sandwich, wouldn't you, of your backing fabric.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you've got to join all your squares together.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah, to get those joined together. So sort out your pattern, and then you can chain piece them all together.
Oh, yes, of course.
You're going to get a lot of seams here. You're going to get your 8 seams where you join. So when you do that, again, what you might want to do is have the seams open, or make sure the seams sort of go in a circular motion, so that you can just unpick the little seam there and it'll flatten out a bit.
Would you ever cut away, or is it not enough to cut away, or would that take away the strength of the corner?
If you start cutting away, you're so close to the stitching, you're going to end up with holes.
Yeah,
you have polo mints instead.
Oh, OK.
Instead of
other mints are... Oh, not with holes in. There's not. I was going to say other mints are available, not with holes in. OK, so you've sewn all 81 together, 9 by 9.
Yep. Then we're going to have to layer it out. So your backing goes down with the right side onto the table.
Yeah.
Then I tape it down. You just use some masking tape to tape it down to stop it moving and getting wrinkly. Then you put your wadding out. If you're doing it on your own and you're doing a big quilt, the trick is that you fold your wadding into 4,
Oh, OK. No, we've not heard this before. Go on.
OK, right. Yeah, if you've got lots of friends, it's easy because you can waft it out and do it all
Well,
night.
you've got Margaret, haven't you?
I've got Margaret, yeah, I've got my Margaret. She'll do it for me. So fold your wad into 4.
Yeah.
Place it on the top corner.
Right.
Then open it out. And then you can open it out. What it does, it stops it dragging on the back and putting more wrinkles in. And then when you get to put your quilt top on, you do the same principle. So fold your quilt top, layer it on and bring it out. And you've got a chance then to get it nice and smooth.
Yes.
And then you can just gradually sort of bring this over, smoothing as you go.
Brilliant.
OK.
Now, you would normally machine quilt it, wouldn't you?
I tend to machine quilt rather than hand stitch. This one's been hand quilted. I didn't make this one, obviously.
No.
There you go. This is what we call big stitch quilting.
Right.
Okay. The stitches are quite big and they're quite bold and quite obvious, which I actually love. I like. If I'm going to do hand quilting, I want people to see
that you've done hand quilting.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've got to get some
Marcy,
credit.
is making a big quilt for her husband's birthday, and she's been watching for the last 4 days, hand quilting the whole great big quilt. Sort of
Good for her. Good for her. Yeah. So this is big stitch quilting. I say it's in a very bold colour, so that you can really see, and it really does help to lift it up. If you were machine quilting it, you could again use a bold colour, but you get a solid line.
Yes.
And it doesn't always look as good.
Oh, OK.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the dotted effect. So you're more likely to go with a self colour, so maybe a white or even a cream on here. But again, in terms of quilting, it depends, you know, how you want to do it. A lot of people would do in the ditch.
Yes.
Because then that's going to throw that up. You could do some echo quilting, but again, you're going to have a lot of ends to tie up.
Can you use a decorative stitch to do quilting in if you want to? Oh,
the short
that was a sigh, wasn't it?
No.
Sean.
I'm just formulating my answer.
Yes.
The short answer is yes. The long answer is you have to be careful which decorative stitches. If we can go on to... get onto the front of the machine.
Did you say we got an email about this machine, Paul? Claire.
All right, what do you want to know?
Hello, John and Joy.
Yes.
Having recently found the channel, fallen in love with the idea of quilting.
Good.
Want to ask a technical question about the foot.
OK.
Is this a special foot? Right. The foot that you've been using up till now to do the stitching is called a 1/4-inch foot, isn't it?
Yeah, if I take it out, we can
now, this comes with this machine.
Yeah.
No, this is the 540.
This is a 540. Yeah. If you're going to if you've got a sewing machine already and you're just buying accessories for quilting, you need to get yourself a 1/4-inch foot and a walking foot.
Yes, yes.
If you're buying a machine for the first time for quilting, then whatever machine you buy, make sure you've got those included.
Yeah, because in the 680 you definitely get the walking foot, don't you?
Yeah.
In this one, I think you just get the 1/4-inch.
You get the 1/4-inch foot. You buy the walking foot.
Buy the walking foot to go with that one. Yeah.
So the 1/4-inch foot is determined by this is where your needle goes in this little hole just here, and from where the needle is to the edge, the outside edge of the foot here is 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
So that means you can line up your fabric on the edge of the foot and just stitch, just keeping it on the edge there, and you'll get your 1/4 inch seam.
Brilliant.
Okay. This particular foot has actually got a little black guide on the side. Some 1/4-inch feet do, some don't. And this one's got a guide so that when you take your fabric up to it, that guide is on the edge of the fabric.
We haven't got time to talk about the walking foot now, but Joy, in your next hour...
Yeah, I can do it.
Can we use the 6/18 or show the walking foot in the next hour?
Absolutely.
So, if you watch Joy's next hour, which is 11 o'clock, we'll do a little demonstration on the walking foot on the 11 o'clock show, if that's OK. And if you've got to go out, you can always catch it on the loop later or on YouTube or anything, but we'll do that in a minute. Is that all right?
Yeah,
I don't want to put you on the spot or anything like that.
That's fine.
Thank you, Joy. So that's the cotton reel one. Okay. Oh, now, this is what Joy's doing. It's 11 o'clock. OK, fantastic. Now we've got 4 different colourways to do it, and Joy's going to show us how to make that at 11 o'clock.
Can I talk about the decorative stitch that we started to
ask the question about?
We've got to go.
Talk about that
we'll talk about that at 11 as well. That's
sorry about that, Joy. I took you completely away. We'll do it at 11.
We'll do a catch-up.
Yes. Right, 2 bundles I've got for you in this hour. Tim Holtz first. So what you get in this one is you get the Tim Holtz design roll. You get the 2 reels of thread. You get 6.5 metres of the grey. You get 1.5 metres of the steel linen look. It's not linen, it's linen look. And you get 1 metre of the red linen look. Now, you do need to check out your baskets to guarantee that one. OK. Then the other one is the Amy Butler, which is the one that you've just seen Joy working with. My most popular of the show. It's because you've been able to see the fabrics, isn't it? That's what it is. So, you get the design roll, which you know is worth $49.95. You get the 2 reels of thread. You get 6.5 metres of the optical white. You get 1.5 metres of the cobalt, which isn't cobalt. And then you get 1 metre of the marine, which is more cobalt. So all of that for $149.99. $119.99. $119.99, because I'd already moved on to this one. Sorry about that. This is £49.99 for the design roll. $49.95, sorry. $49.95. I'm getting everything wrong today. I do apologise. That's just for the design roll. 40 fabrics, all 2.5 inches wide, the width of the fabric. And then the book, which is proving very popular. So, Jellyroll, Quilts and Gifts by Caroline Foster. £12.95. Really, really lovely, lovely book, this one. And it's got all the different details you need, all the different... So much in there to learn. Fantastic. Not only quilts, but little gifts from the quilting techniques as well. £12.95. OK, don't go anywhere. The next hour is me on my own. So, I've got some Alice Caroline. I've got some brand spanking new... these, actually. Do you see these linen look, linen effect fabrics? This one's the red one. I've got 16 of these coming up, and 15 of them are premieres. That's not $12.95, obviously. I will see you in 3 minutes from now.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
Liberty is one of Britain's most iconic brands, labelled the chosen resort of the artistic shopper by Oscar Wilde. Established in 1875, its founder's vision was to change the face of fashion and homeware by bringing a taste of the Orient to London. More than 140 years on, Liberty is still a wonderland of luxurious furnishings, sumptuous fabrics, and wearable works of art. So we're proud to announce that we've been selected to stock Liberty's brand new range of quilting weight fabrics. The English Garden Collection reimagines classic 19th century floral prints inspired by the colours of nature. To bring the collection to life, we've enlisted the help of our top quilting experts. Through our inspiring demonstrations, you'll gather an abundance of new techniques and ideas to help you create your own little Liberty masterpiece at home. So join us as we take a trip to the wonderful world of Liberty, coming soon to Sewing Quarter, online, on YouTube, and on Freeview Channel 78. Did you know there are multiple ways you can contact us, even if it's just to ask a question? Our friendly team are always on standby. You can call our customer service team at 0800 112 4433, email us at help@sewingquarter.com, visit our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter @sewingquarter, and even message us through our website, and our presenters will answer your questions live on air. Join us on Monday the 16th of October for an hour of dressmaking with the talented Amanda Wyatt. Amanda will show us how to create the perfect wrap-over top and dress using the Elna 664 Pro Overlocker. Hemming, joining seams and sewing stretch fabrics are made simple by this nifty machine. And with some classic patterns and fabulous fabrics on hand, Amanda will share with us her top dressmaking tips and sewing secrets. So tune in on Monday the 16th of October at 9 a.m. to see Amanda in action, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
We've got those happy feet, and on Tuesday you can see them in action. That's right, on the 17th of October, Lucy Brennan will join us for a show that's all about sewing machine feet and the impressive results you can achieve with them. Lucy will show us how to create everything from ruffles to trims in minutes. Prepare to be amazed by the wide range of feet available and their vast array of applications. And with Lucy's razor-sharp sewing skills and a helping hand from the trusty Elna 680EX, you're in good hands. So don't miss Lucy's Sewing Feet special on Tuesday the 17th of October at 9 a.m. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Now, you saw the advert for Liberty. I can't wait for that. It's fantastic. I spent many a happy day in Liberty buying fabrics for different shows I was working on. Now, Alice Caroline works in conjunction with Liberty, and she does her own kits. She's very popular, and the kits are just adorable. What I've got for you today, before I go on to my fabrics side of the show, I haven't got Alice Caroline fabrics, got the linen look fabrics, but I've got projects that we've made in the past from Alice Caroline kits. So I've got the kits and I've got a lot of the finished items here as well. So I'll show you which... Oh, that's it. That's for later. Yeah. No, not that one, sorry. That's later. That was a sneak peek then. Right. Look at this. This is the Mitzi Star cushion kit. This is the Mitzi... Can you see the big star on it there? It's beautiful, isn't it? This is the Mitzi Star cushion kit. Now, what Alice Caroline does is she works in conjunction with Liberty. She takes traditional Liberty fabrics and then has them printed in different colours. So these colours you won't necessarily get at Liberty. Do you know what I mean? You'll get the Liberty prints. They're all traditional Liberty prints. Now, I've got to warn you. There are only 5 of these available. If you want this is how it comes. Oh, what's your microphone, John? This is how it comes in the kit form. Everything you need fabric-wise is all in there, right? At £29.95. I'll just turn it round for you. There it is. That's the design. Includes the materials and the instructions, finished size 18-inch square. All the fabrics are in there. Now they're Tana Lawns. They're Tana Lawns, right? So they're the Liberty fine lawns. They're not the quilting fabrics you're going to know about. Oh, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. My tablet's switched off. There you go. Back with you now. Sorry about that. £29.95. Now, I'm sorry, but let's just think about this, right? Before I go on to the next one, go to Liberty's or go to any high street department store that sell cushions like this. You know what I mean? I've only got 5 of them, though. Only got 5 of those. It's got the fabric for an envelope... Oh, sorry. It's got, look, the fabric for an envelope back. Now, this is a special fabric that Alice Caroline had printed. That's the back, right? But it's printed, look, it's printed. You haven't patchworked that. That's all printed. So that fabric is all in there to make that. Nice, isn't it? Okay, moving on to the next one. Ooh, let's do another cushion. We'll do this is my favourite, right? This is, well, now I've got 2 cushions. Oh, no, I like them all. But I do love this one. Oh, I was going to wear my butterfly shirt, actually, today. Look at this. Now, the only thing that I've got a note from Alice Caroline saying the backing in this kit isn't the same as the backing I've got on here. So I need to just have a quick shimmy inside this one. They arrived, when they were all sent the other day, and there was a note stuck to this one saying the backing's not the same fabric. So I'm just going to check what you are actually going to get at home. Oh, look, this one is definitely a cream. And the one that's in the packet is ivory. Can you see that? The camera won't like it very much. That one that she's made is cream, and in the packet it's like an ivory white. Okay, that's the only difference. Oh, now my fabrics are all popping out. Pearl. There's the kit. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Everything you need. Everything. You've got your binding fabric. You've got your background fabric. You've got all the fabric for the butterflies. And then the fabric for the envelope back as well. Now, obviously, this is a cream one. In your bundle here, it's more of an ivory white. £27.50. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, there you go. Are they the fabrics? Yep. Yep, there's all the fabrics you get. Obviously, they've been repeated twice. You don't get two of everything. Oh, actually, have they been repeated twice? No, they haven't. You get all those. Oh, I know what it is. The proportion's wrong. The ones at the top are like those little charm squares, which I'm going to show you in fact, I could show those next. I'll show you the charm squares next. Right, so that's that one. I'll recap. If you want to recap on any of these, I will do. Are we all right stock-wise on those? We're all right stock-wise on those. Now, look at this. This is so cute. This is like Alice Caroline's version of a charm pack, but they're tiny. They're not 5-inch squares, obviously. Look, they're 2.5-inch squares. You get 36 5-centimetre, 2.5-inch squares of all the different fabrics in there. How beautiful is that? £9.95. £9.95. Have you got a still of that, by any chance, with all the fabrics spread out? Alice Caroline, now they're all Liberty prints, but they've all got different colourways. Some of them will be the same colourways that you see in the shop, but a lot of them she's recreated the prints with her own choice of colours. £9.95. Now, wouldn't that make a lovely gift? Oh, there you go. There you go. There's 36 2.5-inch squares now. I think there's 36 in each of those. I think you've just drawn it twice on that one. Beautiful, aren't they? £9.95. Wouldn't that be a lovely little gift for in a stocking? You know, a stocking gift or a table gift if you've got people coming round for lunch. If you've got the girls coming round for lunch or something, you want to give them all a little table gift. £9.95. Or your Secret Santa. Be good for your Secret Santa, wouldn't it? £9.95. Okay. Now, I'll do the other one that I haven't got the sample of. They do a Liberty loop scarf. It's like an infinity scarf. You know when Janice made it for us a long time ago. But not in this. This is in the Liberty loop fabric. Now, obviously, the fabric in this one isn't that one. It's this pattern. It's this pattern. It's £19.95. Beautiful, isn't it? Includes the instructions and the fabric. I think it's just the one fabric, the big one piece of fabric you get in there. And the instructions how to make it. £19.95. Right, let's go on to the final cushion then I've got over here. I haven't got a pad to put in this one, I'm afraid, but you're going to love it. It's called Flying Geese, this one. This one's called Liberty Flying Geese. It's a cute little cushion, isn't it? That's like a boudoir cushion, really, isn't it? That's the finished... Look at the back. Nice, isn't it? Lovely. Under £20. So here's the kit. So you get the fabric and the instructions. All their lovely colours there. And obviously you've got the lemon floral one for the background there. And that sort of thing. There's the cushion. Stuffed, you see, mine wasn't stuffed. It's lovely, isn't it? You see, I think for a Liberty, if you made that for somebody's Christmas gift, right, they're going to think you've spent a fortune. They're going to think you've spent an absolute fortune because you think how much cushions like that cost in the high street. With Liberty prints as well. Liberty prints. Okay? And then I've got 2 clutch bags, right? 2 clutch bags. I've got the pink one first. Now, I have to tell you on this one, this fabric here is cotton and steel. It's not a Liberty fabric, but they just wanted a metallic fabric there and on the strap. This is called the Caroline clutch bag in pink. Because there's 2. There's a Caroline clutch bag in green and a Caroline clutch bag in pink. Now, in this one, you get everything you need. You see all this? You get all this D-clasp, all this lovely clasp here. You even get the interfacing that goes inside the strap of this one. This fabric here, you actually have to, you do that yourself. You patchwork yourself, that one. That's not one that's the printed up, look. So you get everything in there, £24.95. Now, that's everything there. I think that might be different. Oh, well, yes, you're getting that zip. You are getting the darker pink zip, look, because it's got it there. The one that she's made on the show, look, has got a paler pink zip in it. You're getting the darker pink zip on that one. £24.95. Look, it's fully lined. Right, I've got one more bag. Now again, now this one's not quilted. This one's the Caroline clutch bag, but this is not patchworked. Doesn't have a name on the packet. It's ZUBY 68. Yeah, that's it. Now this isn't the other one. That pink one I just showed you. The pink one I just showed you here. You've actually patchworked that. This one here is just the two pieces of fabric with the green fabric underneath. But again, you get everything included. Nice, isn't it? For £24.95. £24.95. Look. Oh, now this one's lined in Liberty. This one's lined in Liberty fabric. Let me just double check. Go to the still there. Yes, look, you've got the Liberty fabric there, the second one, the middle one, as your lining. Oh, it's lovely. I love that one. With the green zip and everything. £24.95. Right, now, remember the cushion that I started with, the star cushion. I don't know if there's any of these left. We're just having a look now. Checking now. Right. Mitzi star cushion. £29.95. You don't get the padding. You obviously don't get the cushion pad, but you do get enough to make all of the front here and the fabric for the back. OK, half those have gone. Half those are gone. Well, I can't have half, can you? There's two left. There's two left, basically. £29.95. Right, now, I'm going to leave those. Oh, Adam's going to put those away. But we can get them out if you want. We'll have them in a trolley here in case you want me to recap in a minute. But come with me, because I've got 3 bags here as well. So I'm going to start with the bag I haven't actually got in the studio, but Mike has got the picture of that he gave you a brief glimpse of a minute ago. It's the Camille tote bag. Camille tote kit, £39.95. This is it made. I haven't got it with me here today. It's nice, isn't it? Now, let me have a look. Oh, I've left my glasses. Keep looking at that picture, and I'll tell you how big it is. No, don't worry, I'm not coming in. I'll see if it says on the bag what the finished size is. No, it doesn't say on the front. But you do get the webbing for the straps. Now, this is... How many of these have I got? I'll open it very gently. Oh, no, I won't. Limited stock. This is the fabric I showed you earlier, right? This is the fabric I showed you earlier, look, that we all love. So I'm going to show it to you out of the packet. Look. Look, it's printed. It's not patchwork. It's printed with all the gorgeous fabrics on it. Oh, it's lovely. Right, let me just have a quick read in case it tells you. It's 100% cotton. Machine wash at 30... That's not all the fabric you get. You get this as well. So this is the lining. That's the main fabric. And you get the webbing there. Oh, Adam, you're going to have fun folding this one up afterwards, aren't you? I'm just seeing if it tells you the finished size. Do what? Oh, here we go. You will need scissors, pins, wadding, sewing machine, needle and thread. Well, I'm thinking the bag must be about 21 or 20 by 18 inches. Doesn't say finished, but I'm just saying how big your pieces are that you cut out. Anyway, So, that's gorgeous, isn't it? So I haven't got that one here in the studio. I just thought I'd show you that one anyway. That's beautiful. So that's the Camille. I think this fabric is gorgeous. You see this fabric here? It's cotton. It's 100% cotton, but it feels like silk. It feels like the most exquisite. They called it parachute silk. When I first started, it had a different name, but you can't call it that anymore. You could make a kimono front out of it if you wanted to. Anyway, so that's that one. That's that one. I'll get Adam to fold that one back up again. Now, I've got this one here. This is the Kiko. This is the Kiko bag. Oh, yeah. It's even got, I've come it forward, look. Pocket. Did they warn you I was going to be a nightmare, Rob? Don't nod your head. He went like this. Yeah, you're a nightmare. He's supposed to go, you're not a nightmare. It's like Timothy called me a diva the other day. And I said to Ginger Mike, right? He called me a diva the other day. And he went, well, yes. And that was it. That's all he said. Anyway, look, it's gorgeous, isn't it? But look at the lining. It's got a gorgeous bright pink lining, but then it's got that Liberty pocket inside. Look, the loose pocket inside. At £29.95. This is what you get in the kit. Oh, now, after all that, there's only 4 of these. There's only 4 of these. If you've got it in your basket, remember, putting it in your basket does not guarantee putting it in your basket does not guarantee you've got it. Because you could put it in your basket, right? There's 4 of them, right? You could put it in your basket. Someone could come along and go, do you know what? They've made lovely presents for my sisters. I'll have all 4. Put 4 in their basket, check out, and that's you. When you come to check yours out, it won't be there. Right, there we go. Right. Now, this one's very, the colours of this one, very deep and luscious, aren't they, this? These are called the Catherine. This is called the Catherine bag. Named after Catherine, the lady who owns the company. £47.45. Cute, isn't it? So what you get in here, you get the materials and the instructions. But there's so much fabric. Look, this is, have you got a still of all that's in there? Now, this one isn't the printed quilting fabric. You've got to patchwork and quilt this one yourself. £47.45. There it is. That bright pink at the front is the lining, look. Well, that looks like a gaping, what's that fish that swims along and just takes all the other little fishes in as it's going along like that? Is it a whale? Anyway, that's gorgeous, isn't it, that bag? Is it a whale? I wasn't thinking of a whale. Right. Yeah, gaping mouth fish, I think that's what it's called. Lovely. Right, okay, so that's Alice Caroline, done and dusted. I'll keep you updated. If you want to see any of the things, Adam's got them over there. He'll be able to bring them in for me. But in the meantime, I've got 15 brand new linen look fabrics. What they've done, come with me, what they've done is they've put them in 4 bundles. So, I'll tell you now, I'm going to be up front right from the start. You can buy them in these bundles, but once I've gone through the bundles, you can then buy them all individually. Right. Stormy Seas, first of all. Oh, apparently it's the whale shark I was thinking of. So, what you get in here, you get forest, smoky, teal and turquoise. So, smoky, teal. Oh, you're going to have fun with this one. Smoky, teal, forest. So that's obviously forest. That one's obviously turquoise. That one's obviously teal. And that one's obviously smoky. So you can get 2 metre bundle, half a metre of each of these brand spanking new Linen texture. Now, I need to explain something before we go any further. It says linen texture. There's no linen. There's no linen in there. They're 100% cotton. They're 100% cotton, but they've got that finish, that linen finish. Now, you've seen other colours. You have got other colours. There's the still. You've seen other colours, but that one there, we've called that one Stormy Sea. It's not, yes, isn't it beautiful? Now, the graphics still say, I mean, not graphics, the thing across the bottom, there you go, so it's Sunday. Because these aren't Alice Colour and are they? Right, what next? Yeah, which one? He's going, yeah, next one. I don't know which one he's going. Golden Fields. This is beautiful, this one. Absolutely gorgeous. £19.49 again for the 4 half metres. You get 2 metres in total. Now, in this one, you get burgundy. Oh, I love that one. You get gold. You get sunflower. And you get tomato. Now, I'd say the tomato was more flame, myself, than tomato. I wouldn't eat a tomato that colour. Yeah, oh, no, I know. You can get those ones in Waitrose now where the tub, and you get a yellow one, a red one, a green one, a bluey, purpley one. And you can get them in Aldi as well. £19.49. OK, half metre. Now, all of these fabrics, you are going to be able to buy them individually, which I'm going to go through after this. So little Paul's got to... Well, that can only be this one. Twilight Sky, this one's called. This, do you know what? Whoever named this one's been in Stratford at night time. Paul likes this one. So in this one, you get fuchsia. You will get it in the fuchsia. Right, hang on. That's definitely red, and that's definitely violet. So that must be fuchsia, and that must be magenta. Paul, which way round are those? Which is fuchsia and which is magenta on those? This will be fuchsia, I think, and that one will be magenta, but we'll just double check. That one. That's magenta. That's fuchsia. Yeah. OK, £19.49 for the bundle. Beautiful, aren't they? Now, last but not least, I've got to tell you now, only 3 of these are premieres. Sage, you've seen Sage before, the bottom one. We've had Sage before. It only arrived last week. This is called Rolling Hills. Rolling Hills. Get your messages coming in. You're very quiet with your message today. So that's sage. So you've got grass, moss and olive in there. That's obviously grass. That must be moss. And that must be olive. Paul's going to have fun doing those, isn't he? Love those. OK. Can I just show you all 4 bundles together? Because... So they're all £20 each, or £19.50. So £19.50 and £19.50 is £39. 39 and 39 is 60, £78. You see, I'd be tempted. You know the Bargello? Do you know the Bargello, not Margello, Bargello, that, I said £80 now, 77.96. No, hang on. Oh, yeah, 77.96. 1938. Nothing. I'm just thinking that if you did the Bargello that Jane Alcock made and used these as your colours, or you know the one she did, the ombre, like the rainbow one, where we used the Moda. Wouldn't that make the most? If you got all of those, and I'm not saying you have to, and I don't want you to outstretch yourself, obviously, but if you got all of those, if you bought all 4 of those bundles, how gorgeous. Or Basking Shark, apparently it is, from Leslie and Angela. I know. Right, let's do individuals then. So we'll start with the blues. Then now, this was Stormy Seas. If you want that, there's the bundle. But if you want to buy them individually, Turquoise will be the first one. I won't open these out yet until we know which is which. But... There you go. Turquoise. Now, you can see there, can't you, the linen texture. There's no linen in it. There's no linen in there. It's just a linen texture. They'll all be £4.95 for half a metre. 100% cotton. Machine washable. That's turquoise. Beautiful, isn't it? Smoky next. S-M-O-K-Y. That's how I'd smell it or spell it. Look. Now that's got, I'd say that had gunmetal greens in it as well as the greys in there. Smoky. Now I'd always think of smoky as like a smoky quartz as a dark brown. There's no brown in it at all. There's no brown at all. It's a kind of smoky. Okay. Next. That's right. Teal. Then what I'll do is when I've shown you all four of the bluey ones, I'll show you the bundle again. But you can buy them all individually or you can buy them as the bundle. Look, teal. Nice, isn't it? The colours are beautiful. It's the... I haven't got it on my screen anymore, so it's the greeny one. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Then we've got forest. As soon as you've seen them individually, you can buy them. You can buy them. That's why I'm whizzing through them all, and then I'll go, and then we'll do mixing and matching later. So that's forest. Okay. Right, next one is the green. Now, see, now you can either buy all those individually, or that's the Stormy Sea. If you look underneath me on the web, you'll see the Stormy Sea bundle. You can buy the bundle of all four of those if you wanted to, or you can buy them individually. You might want more than half a metre of each of them. Okay, so in this one, yeah, tell me what the others are. Right, that's obviously olive. I think that's moss. What's the other one? There's one other. No. Oh, right, no, this is sage. This is the one, this is sage. This is the one you've seen before. This is the one that's not a premier. That's sage. That's sage, right? That's sage, yes. That's the only one today that's not a premiere, and that's only because it arrived last week and it went with one of my shows last week, so I had it in my show last week. Okay, now I've got olive. Nice, this is a lovely, rich colour, this one, this olive. Once we've done them all once, you see, it gets a lot easier. There you go, that's the olive. I like that one. Okay, then. Well, you can tell. Yeah, this is grass. Nice, isn't it? It's got emerald in there. That's emerald green in there. You know what? Our friend Andy's got fake grass in his garden. He hasn't used this, no. No. I just suddenly thought it had fake grass. I wouldn't want fake grass. And then this is moss. Was that muttering? Was it doing a Janice? Sorry. She's in soon. Is it not tomorrow, is it? She's in again soon. No, it's Friday, next Friday. Moss. That's a lovely colour, isn't it? $4.95. Okay, that's that one. And again, that's a bundle you can buy. I'll go through the bundles in a minute for you. Next. The sky ones. Yes. No, this was something skies. This one. Oh, Twilight Skies, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, well, tell me what the others are. That's magenta, violet, and... Okay, red first. Now, I'm just saying this is a premiere, but this was in that bundle. It is still a premiere today, but you've already seen it in Joy's bundle from earlier. She's always a joy, our Joy, isn't she? She'd be in the other room shouting at everyone. Oh, there's no one in there, is there? She'd be shouting to herself. This is a premiere. You did see it in Joy's bundle earlier. That's red. Next. Magenta is next. I'll move that one over there. Magenta, this is a gorgeous, rich, almost amethyst, that one, isn't it? We've all worked with jewellery, haven't we? All of us in here today. Oh, actually, all of us. You've worked with jewellery, haven't you? Yeah, you've worked with jewellery. I've done jewellery. Little Paul's done jewellery. Handsome Adam's done jewellery. And Ginger Mike just wears jewellery. OK. Next. Got fuchsia. Now, hang on, let me have a look on that telly screen, because on that little screen there, this looks very red, and it's not red at all, it's pink. There you go. That's it, that's it, that's it. I've got one little telly here that's not tuned in properly, I think. Gorgeous, isn't it? Linen texture. Not real linen. It's not real linen, it's cotton. But it's got that lovely texture to it. OK, and then last in this little bundle, well, no, not a bundle, you can buy these by half a metre. This is violet. It's nice. Only got 4 more to show you. Now, it does look a bit denim-y on the telly. It's definitely not. It's a lovely, lovely violet colour. OK. Now, on to the last bundle, which we can obviously sell individually. Golden Fields. Gold. Tomato. Sunflower. And burgundy. Do burgundy first. Yeah, there's burgundy. This is little Paul's favourite colour. I think he's still stuck in 1978. It was the colour of the year in 1978. But burgundy and grey. How old will I have been then? I think I was... Hang on, if I'm 39, what year was I born? Let me think. I wasn't in college in 1978, no. I was in school. And then went to college. I went as a child prodigy. Tomato, you get out of order now. Now, this tomato is very orange. It's, you know the Vienna orange we've got in the spectrum? It's along those colours. Tomato, tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say... We haven't had a colour called potato yet, have we? OK. But what would you call it? Would you call it potato as a potato skin or the insides? Yeah, well, exactly. Gold. This is a lovely, rich colour. Not real gold. $4.95. Oh, poor old Adam's trying to work out how to fold up that fabric now to put in the middle bag. OK, and... Oh, Sharon, on Dartmoor. Do you know my friend Jen? She's got a house on Dartmoor. Sharon, thank you so much. I'm so pleased you're back. I've been on for 5 days. So pleased, I love the show when you're on. Thank you, Sharon, my love. Is it lovely on windswept on Dart? Oh, aren't we supposed to be having a hurricane today? Is that today? Hurricane, what's it called? It's got a name, hasn't it? No, it was on its way to Ireland last night, wasn't it? You had that yesterday. You had the heat wave yesterday. No, the hurricane was... There were pictures of it on the news last night. They said it was heading for Ireland, but it was going to fizzle out by the time it got to Ireland. It's got a name, hasn't it? Anyway, I love this one. Sunflower. OK. Now they're just being ridiculous upstairs. There's a marathon, there's a Birmingham marathon going on, and Paul just said, well, imagine you do the marathon in half an hour. You wouldn't, because you go really, really fast that way, because with the wind behind you. Then you've got to come back that way, haven't you, through Moseley, with the wind going against you. And then Tim's going, oh, not Tim, Michael's going, oh, they're using their umbrellas. Anyway, Do you want me to muddle up the bunch? Shall we show? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll show the bundles one more time. Then I can muddle them up. Then, can't I? So Stormy Seas is the most popular so far. Oh, and Golden. Right. So this is Stormy Seas. So if you've just tuned in, these are all 15 of the 16 fabrics are brand spanking new today. What we've done is put them in bundles, but you can also buy them individually. So this one's called Stormy Seas. You get forest, smoky, teal and turquoise. Half a metre each, £19.49. Oh, he's only gone and done it. That's a bit sad. I don't think you know exactly how that goes in there. Right, that's the Stormy Seas. Then the golden one, did you say? Then the golden one. The golden child. Yes, there was one of those in my family. You're the only child, aren't you? Oh. Well, that's not very nice. If Barbara's watching, Barbara. No, you're the firstborn, not the first best child. Mums can't have favourites. No, you're not. £19.49. Burgundy gold, sunflower and tomato we've got in here. £19.49. 2 metres, half a metre of each. OK, which one's next? Fields. Rolling hills, not fields, rolling hills. So this one, you get sage, you get moss, you get grass, and you get olive. They're lovely, aren't they? It's nice, this one, isn't it? £19.49. And then last but not least, Twilight Skies. Now, if you're getting confused, just go on the website, look underneath where you have to click in, watch the show, then go underneath and you'll see all of the different bundles and all the individual ones as well. Now, are there any pictures, Paul, that are a bit dodgy? As in sometimes we have to say, oh, that one doesn't look the same colour on the website as in real life. Right. £19.49, Twilight Skies, linen texture. So in this one you get fuchsia, magenta, red and violet. Oh, sorry. I was mixing then, mixing my vinyls. Is that what they say? Scratching. Rolling my sleeves up. I think I put this shirt through the wash with something yellow. It's got a bit of a tea dye to it, this one. Right. Updates. Oh, on Alice Caroline. You need Adam in the room if you're going to do that because he's put all of them in a big box over there. Do you want to go over to do Alice Caroline updates? OK. I'll walk slowly so Adam gets here at the same time as me. Right, we're going to do updates, Adam. So you might have to pass me them out of the basket, that's all. Can't reach them. Right, the Mitzi Star Cushion, which is the... Actually, just put that on there, and I'll do it. Then it's easier then, isn't it? That's Adam, everybody. Handsome Adam there. Thank you. So this is the Mitzi Star Cushion. Oh! There were only 2 left earlier. Someone's obviously dropped it out their basket. There's 3 left. There's 3 of those left. That's why you need to confirm. 3 of those left. That's that, and that is the... where's the kit? There's the kit. That's the kit. That's the kit. That's the kit there. 3 of those left. OK. Ooh. $29.95. Yes? I knew it would be. This, most popular thing is the whole Alice Caroline section. Now, remember, when you get this, the backing of the one you'll get won't be cream like this. It's more of an ivory. It's more of an ivory, like that one. £27.50. That's gorgeous, because look at all the fabrics you get there. Right, now you need to check out your basket on that one. You need to check out your basket. Look at all those gorgeous fabrics you get in there to make those butterflies. Or the flutter. Butterflies flutter cushion. £27.50. Oh, now the charm pack. Now, we had loads of these, because when we did the prep yesterday, Paul said, oh, there's the charm pack, there's the most of those running low. I think these would be brilliant as little gifts. It's under £10 what you get. They're 36 2.5-inch square. Right, if everyone checks out, sold out. If everybody checks, so if you want that, you need to come in, put it in your basket and check out straight away. Call the call centre. Confirm. Right, remember, just putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee that you've got it. But the thing is, can I just say something? If you're new to us, right, if you think, oh, I want that, but I might want something from Joy's next hour or something from your miss out hour, check out now and then check out again in an hour's time or 2 hours' time, whatever. Or if you're buying on the web shop later, it all gets consolidated, and you only pay 1p for 24 hours up till midnight. It's up to 11.59 tonight. Check it out. I don't understand what Paul's going on about, right? He said, check it out to check it out. In it. Right, what's next? Whoa, the green clutch bag. Now, this is the one you don't have to do any patchworking on. You get the gorgeous fabrics for the front there, the green and that lovely, lovely botanical tropical. It's got the green zip, it's got the strap, it's got the D-ring, it's got everything, and it also has a beautiful Liberty lining. $24.95. There's the kit. Lovely. Okay, is that it for them? Yeah, okay. Can I just do one thing before we go back? This is beautiful. This is your Flying Geese cushion. There it is, there it is, there it is. There's the Flying Geese cushion. You obviously don't get the cushion pad. Well, you don't, because this is what you'll get. But isn't it lovely? It's like a boudoir cushion, isn't it? It's that lovely little size, which is just going to look beautiful. You made a couple of them, put them on your bed. £19.95. There it is. That's the finished cushion stuffed. Right. So, bundles or singles? Bundles. Do you see, the thing is, let me put all four of them together. The Bargello quilt, I'm just looking for the Bargello quilt because it's normally there, isn't it? Have a look at these. Have a pan of these. Yeah, we'll just put the graphics in for one bundle. I'm showing all four of them together because they're all £19.49. That one's the Twilight Skies, which is the pink one. He's put the pink one in, this one here. That's Twilight Skies. You know, Jane made a Bargello quilt, and now she used solid fabrics. Oh, there's the quilt that Lucy was looking for yesterday. Here it is. Right, I'm just bringing this in. This has got nothing to do with these fabrics. But can you imagine using all of these colours to make something like this? Isn't it lovely? Imagine making that Bargello out of all those gorgeous... So all the fabrics are the same fabric, just all different colours. Or, of course, there's the ombre one that she did as well, which I'm not going to go and get now. Right. Oh, right, OK, I've confused you completely now. The most popular single one, gold. Oh, hang on. Gold. These, then you can see all of these. I won't put the graphics in. Gold, violet, magenta, moss, smoky, yeah, that's the smoky there. And the turquoise. Oh, and the teal. Right, let's... Right, this is Stormy Seas. Let's just do this then. So in this bundle, was it 1949? The year that Paul was born. There we go. £19.49. You get forest, you get smoky, you get teal, and you get turquoise. Half a metre of each for £19.49. Nice, aren't they? Lovely mix of colours. Okay, Twilight next. Now, if you're looking, thinking, oh, I'd really, really like turquoise on its own, I don't want the whole bundle, go to the website now. Go to the website. Don't have to go to the shop or anything like that. Just press on Watch the Show Live at the top. I'll show you, right? So it's www.sewingquarters.com. You go to the top of the page where it's watch. Hang on. You have to go to the top of the page. Sorry. Right, you have to press Watch Today's Show first. Then you get the bigger screen. Then everything that we've shown you. So there's all the Alice Caroline there, the sewing machine there from earlier. Then there's the Stormy Seas bundle. There's the Golden Fields bundle. There's all the individual colours. There's the Rolling Hills bundle. Oh, what, there's one missing. Oh, OK, and the reason the pink one's not there... Oh, there it is. We just passed it. It was there. So if you want any of them individually, just go down there and have a look. And they're all listed down there. Now, this one's called Twilight Skies. Have a look. You get fuchsia, magenta, red, and violet in here. Violet being the most popular singularly out of all of these. They're lovely. Actually, we'll have a look at these then. It's very quiet, isn't it? I mean, you're obviously too busy buying. Or the running in the marathon, I suppose. Message-wise. Not even heard from Crazy Lorraine yet today. She was out gigging last night. Not giggling. I'm sure she was giggling after a few gin and tonics. But her son is a drummer in a band. And she goes to watch him. Oh, talk of the devil. Morning, watching with one eye open, late night. Love Amy Butler, your friend Lorraine. That must have been here for a while ago. I haven't done Amy Butler for an hour now, Lorraine. That was a bit delayed of you. There you go. They are the 4 colours in this bundle. Twilight Skies, linen texture bundle. There's no linen in there. It's got texture. It's 100% cotton. Well, actually, no, it hasn't got texture. It's got a texture print on it. So the print... So it feels like, if you had your eyes shut, you'd go, yeah, that's a Makawa solid, right? But it's actually got the texture print on the top. Right, OK, let me fold that one up. OK, now. Aren't these colours beautiful? Just stunning. We'll do Golden Fields next. That reminds me when I did Ghost in the Darkness, film called Ghost in the Darkness in Africa, because we had one of the opening scenes was like the cornfields in Africa all... Were there been corn in Africa? I don't know, but they're all like... And then the lions just come stalking through the... I'm not lying. They were real lions, so I've got a picture of me stroking one of them. Burgundy, gold, sunflower, and tomato. Tomato. Gold, which is the one I'm folding. You can't see at the moment. I'm folding it up, is there. Out of those. This is nice. I like this one. Is it sunshine? Sunflower. Don't wear the sunflower one next to your skin if you don't want your skin to look pallid and drawn. It's fine if you've been on holiday and you've got a bit of a tan. Or Lorraine. Lorraine's come back from holiday. She's got a huge tan at the moment. She went to Gran Canaria. I'm going to do what? Don't start. See, they can't start. It's 10 to 10. You can't start talking about food yet. I'm really hungry this morning. And I've got no food with me either. And if I'm bound to get stuck in the traffic, aren't I? Because the marathon. They're not called that anymore. £19.49, showing your age now. £19.49. You've got tomato, sunflower, gold and burgundy in there. Okay, Rolling Hills coming up. We've nearly run out of time already. No. You've got 7 minutes, Paul. Go if you want to go, Paul. He's going to the toilet, everybody. Paul's just going to the toilet, just so you know. Right, oh, he's put Rolling Hills in already. This isn't Rolling Hills. I wonder what he'd do if I suddenly went, you know, off-piste now and did something completely different. No, exactly. He wouldn't do anything, but he would come back and he'd be in trouble because he's in charge of the show. Okay, this one's got sage in it. That's the only one that's not a premiere today. You've got sage, grass, moss and olive. And I'll say it now because he's not listening. I love this one. I'll live this. Oh, I can't do it. How does he do it? I'll live this one. It doesn't work, does it, when I do it? It must be his funny accent. He kept going, I'll live this one, John. I'll live this one. And he kept wanting me to say it, and I wouldn't say it. So you get half a metre of the olive, half a metre of the sage, half a metre of the grass, half a metre of the moss. They're beautiful, aren't they? Do you know what? I just think I'd want all of them. I love, there's not one colour. You know, normally when you go, oh, that's my favourite, I don't really like that one, don't really like that. And then I get told off on the Monday meeting for being negative, right? There's not one I don't like. There's not one I don't like. Rolling Hills, 2 metres, £19.49. Is he back yet? Oh, he's back, he's back. Hope you washed your hands. Okay. Message is coming through. Sandy, morning, John. When I look out my window, I see rolling hills. Rolling hills and sand hills. Ooh, she lives in Cornwall. How lovely. Kaz, morning, John. Sorry, I'm a bit late this morning. Kaz is fine. It's just, you know, I wasn't. Any more? Paul was a little late. He's a little everything, isn't he? I haven't got Sean's. Kaz, I've got. What does Sean say, then? I'm loving the fabric as well, Sean. Thank you, Sean. That's it. Loving the fabric. Thank you. Right. Turquoise is the favourite singular fabric of the hour. That's the favourite, number one favourite by you, the viewers at home. Turquoise. Which one? Which one? £4.95, half metre these. I love all of them. I love all of those colours. I'd buy all of those. I have to say. You need to check out your baskets, though. No point leaving it hanging in your basket. Check out your basket. Violet is very, very popular. Oops. Nice colour. Is there, just have a look on see this A-frame here? The quilt on the bottom quilt, there's an ombre quilt. It's got a white background and then different coloured triangles on it. I think is it not the bottom one? No, is it not? Can I not see it from here? Keep going. It's one that Jane Alcock made, and it was... There it is, that one. Is it not that one? There, that one. Bring that one over, Adam. You see, now, buy these, right? Buy you only need 12 colours for this, right? Thank you, Adam. Look at this, right? Look at this quilt. Wouldn't that... Let me get it the right way up. Wouldn't that look gorgeous? Wouldn't that look gorgeous in all those colours? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just? Thank you. Thank you, Adam. I'll just pass those over to the filing cabinet there. Anne in Devon. Hello, John. No strawberries today. Oh, no, I'm having melon for this break, by the way, Adam. It's melon in the fridge that I'm having for my break this time. You have to cut it. It's in a like that. You just have to bring it through. Got to go out in a minute, but I'm loving Joy's quilt. Oh, I was only halfway through reading it. It disappeared. I'm sorry. Got to go out in a minute, but love Joy's quilt. We'll watch on YouTube. Love Anne in Plymouth. I know it's gorgeous. It's coming up in a minute. Coming up in 5 minutes. Josephine, morning, John. I'd like to make a colour block skirt or pinafore dress out of these bundles. Oh, do you know what? That would be gorgeous. Or what you could do is you could buy your 4 favourite colours or your 3 favourite colours, couldn't you? And mix and match them yourself. Because there's nothing saying if you're making a dress, you need more than half a metre of each one, don't you? But there's nothing to say you can't put a pink one and a green one and a yellow one. Do you know what I mean? You can mix and match them beautifully because you can buy all of these individually. That's Stormy Seas. That's this one here. Marcia, morning, John. Let's see if I have more luck with my second. Oh, Marcia, this happened the other day. Julia, no. Not Julie. Was it Julia or was it Diana? No, Julie. Julie sent a message going, right, that's it. I've tried 4 times. Not going to do this again. We hadn't got any of them. Marcia, we haven't had your first one. What was the question for Marcia? Marcia? What was your question? Resend it back in. And because Joy's up in about 2 minutes, or no, 4 minutes time, 6 minutes time, something like that. So we'll ask you a question because she's going to do the question about the walking foot as well in this next hour. But send your message in again, Marcia, and I'll ask Joy, definitely, and I'll get Paul to look out for it. Right. Remember, everything so far in these first 2 hours, you do need to check out one post and packaging for all of them. These are the gorgeous 4 bundles I've got, but all of them brand new apart from the Sage today. You can either buy them in the bundles, the 4 different bundles, which you can see underneath me on the website there, or you can buy any of them individually. Now, when you buy them in the bundle, you will get half a metre of each one, and if you buy 2 bundles, you get 2 half metres of each one. If, however, you buy them off the roll, by the half metre, it comes in one big piece. But if you do want more than 1.5 metres of any of the individual ones, then that's just throwing me a little bit. Then you have to ring the call centre. You have to ring the call centre. We're not using that sewing machine in the next hour, so from the last hour, if you want to use that one, there's the details. Oh, sorry, bye.
Follow us on Twitter for more inspiration, top tips, news, and share your own creations with us. We want to help you make this your craftiest Christmas ever. So on Wednesday the 18th of October, Lucy Brennan will join us to create the perfect placemats for your festive dinner table. Using fabric panels from the Lewis and Irene's popular collection, Lucy will show us how to dine in style. This is a lovely, relaxing project for all abilities, which comes with a generous helping of invaluable hints and tips for a professional finish. So join Lucy Brennan on Wednesday the 18th of October at 8 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. Join us on Thursday the 19th of October for a spooktacular Facebook Live. Natasha McCarty has plenty of Halloween tricks and treats up her sleeve, exclusively for Facebook Live viewers. To find out what spectral surprises she has in store, head to our Facebook page at 12:30 p.m. on Thursday the 19th of October. Don't miss out, it'll be spooktacular! The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com. It's iconic, it's very British, and it's coming to Sewing Quarter this autumn. For the first time in several years, Liberty is launching a new quilting weight fabric range, and you can get your hands on it here. The English Garden Collection combines intricate florals with a pastel colour palette inspired by wild flowers. There are 23 prints to choose from, each one lovingly designed in Liberty's signature style. Whether incorporated into patchwork or used in their entirety, these 19th century inspired fabrics will turn any good quilting project into a little Liberty masterpiece. Our quilters will be demonstrating some project ideas to help you make the most of this fabulous new range. So watch this space to hear more about the Liberty English Garden Collection, coming soon to Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Starting this hour a bit different. Normally, Joy's about to show us how to make this here, but we ran over in your first ad, didn't we? Because we had a question about, I can't remember who it was, I'm sorry, all so many names. No, it wasn't Marcia. Yeah, it was the lady who said she just started quilting and wanted to know about what feet she should have. And we did, yes. Claire, that was it, Claire. Yeah. We did the 1/4 inch foot, and I'd asked a question about can you use decorative stitches to do quilting with. And Marcia, if you get your question in, we'll ask your question as well. So before we start this, we just thought we'd cover the questions, didn't we? Which we love. We love getting your questions. We love being interactive. You ask us a question. The sewing machine we're using is a Elna 680, £999. You get the walking foot with that.
You do.
But if you're going to start quilting, you've got a normal sewing machine. You've already got a sewing machine. Yes. You can buy walking feet, can't you, for normal sewing machines?
Yes,
other sewing machines.
or normal domestic sewing machines, 1/4 inch feet and your walking feet you can get. And if you're going to do free motion quilting, then you want a free motion quilting foot. So those really are the key feet for doing this. So on this machine then, if we start off with the walking foot, I've got the walking foot on, and I'll take it off in a minute, and then we can see how it works off the machine, because it's easier to show. But basically, when you fit it on, there's a bar that needs to go on top of the screw that holds in your needle. Okay? For a walking foot to work, it's got to go, that bar has got to go up and down. The only way that bar can go up and down is if it's on top of that screw on the right-hand side. And then effectively what it does, it puts a second pair of feed dogs on top of your work. Right. So the feed dogs, the little crocodile teeth on the base that take the fabric through. If you've got lots of layers, they can shift about a bit. So by using a walking foot with those extra feed dogs on the top, it munches it all through at the same speed. It helps if we get the machine switched on. I won't put that up for a minute because that'll get in the way. You're going to need to adjust your stitch length to cope with going through the thickness of the layers. Okay, and it depends what wadding you're using. I've just picked up a piece of polyester wadding out the back there. Went rummaging in the bin for it, as you do.
In the very highly organised warehouse, you mean?
That's the one. That's the one, with a bin with all the pieces that you can use. Yes. So I'm going to go to 3.5. Usually somewhere between 3.5 and 4.5. Just depends on the machine and the thread and all the rest of it. And then this, you just stitch with it as you would a normal foot. Now, I haven't basted this little sample, which normally you would do on a big quilt, but so you can see there, it just puts that nice line of stitching.
So basically, what a walking foot is doing is instead of the fabric just being pulled through by the bottom layer, the walking foot's doing that and pulling both layers of the fabric through, and so that you haven't got, because otherwise they might shift around.
You get wrinkly bottoms.
You do get wrinkly bottoms.
You've got wrinkly bottoms. We don't want that.
Yesterday we had flat bottoms, and so we've got wrinkly bottoms. But it's very important if you're going to do quilting to have a walking foot, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And then I'll find the screwdriver because that's on quite tight. If I take it off, and then I can show how it works.
So Claire, I hope that answered your question. Could you sew 2 little white squares to the corner of the rectangles? That's Marcy's question from I can't remember what we did an hour ago.
Yeah, when we cut off those little triangles from the trapezoid shapes.
Oh, that's
for
right.
the spools.
That's right. Yes.
Could you sew 2
little white squares to the corners of the rectangles?
Absolutely.
Yes, Marcy.
Yeah, you could do. You just need to work out the sizing. Because I know what she's thinking. She's a bit like one of the flying geese techniques where you put a square on, stitch on the line and then cut away.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
So you could do that, but that wouldn't give you the bow tie shape, the spool shape.
Is that what you mean, Marcia?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
Or does she mean...
Marcia, she'll be back. She'll come back. Right,
okay,
so this is for Claire, very quickly. This is... Oh, sorry. This is your walking foot here.
So this is our walking foot. This is that bar I was talking about.
And then just hold it still there.
Yeah, keep still. And if I move that up and down, you can see that those feed dogs under here are going up and down. So that's the important bit. It's very easy when you're putting this on not to get that bar in the right place, and you might as well not bother putting it on at all.
Exactly.
Okay.
Also, can I just say as well, you also, when you get to walking foot, you also get a bar that sticks out, which you can use if you're doing echo lines and things like that.
If you want to do parallel lines, you would pop the bar through, and then the bar has got like a little elbow shape on it. That goes onto the line of stitching, and if you keep that on the line of stitching, it will stitch down a nice parallel line for you.
So if you buy the 680, it's got all of those with it. Now, very quickly, my question was, because when we were doing the quilting, could you do decorative stitches on quilting?
You can, but you have to be quite picky about which ones you choose.
Oh, so you can't just put anything on?
No. Well, you can, but what happens is if you choose a stitch that's putting a lot of stitches down, like a satin stitch, which I'll put my finger there and wait for him to catch up.
There you go, there.
There he's there. So if you use any of these kind of stitches, because they're quite solid stitches, it's going to tamp this down where it does it, and you get like solid lines, which isn't very good. If you, however, pick something like this one here, it's number 63 on this particular machine. Heartbeat, because that's a much more open stitch, you can do that. But even with that, check out your default setting, because I usually make it as long and as wide as I'll go, because then it will travel much better.
But can you do decorative stitches with a walking foot on?
Yes. Yeah. The reason you can do decorative stitches with a walking foot on is because if we look here, you've got that big oval. So you've got room for the swing.
Because you can do a zigzag on it, so you can do a decorative stitch. While you prepare yourself to do this... unless Marcy's come back. No, Marcy hasn't come back. Right, while you prepare, let me go and do the bundles, and then we'll come back and we'll make that.
Fabulous.
Okay, thank you, Joy, for doing that.
No.
Oh, I must also just tell you, I'll bring this with me. Do you remember when Joy did this it sold out within minutes. Joy did a huge version of this quilt, right? And she did the little one as the sample during the show. And I thought, that's not finished. I could have had that for my Norman. She's only finished it for me, so Norman's got a lovely little bed to sleep on now. Thank you, Joy. That's gorgeous. Right. Bundles. They're all Kaffe. Now, 3 of them have got fat quarters. One of them's got the Kaffe yellow paint pots in it. So this is the bundle to make that. In fact, it's to make that one that's hanging on the wall over there. So what it is you get the Kaffe fat quarter, which is this one here. You've got the linear print red, and you've got the grey. So you've got 2.5 metres in total. 1.5 and 1, isn't it, this? 1 metre of the red, 1.5 metres of the grey, and then the fat quarter there, £41.49. So that's to do the one that Joy's made. The one that Joy is demonstrating is the green one, which is this one here. Okay, this is the green one. So you get the green fat quarter. You get the apple, I think this is 1 metre of the apple spot on, and 1.5 metres of the dark green. £41.49. Okay. Then we've got the next one with the fat quarter, the purple one. Well, I think it'll be called blue because it's got the blue fat quarter, but it's actually got purple background there. So you get the blue fat quarter, you get the lilac spot on, and you get that forest, I think, is that forest fruits, that one? Forest fruits, metre and a half for the forest fruits, £41.49. Right? However, we've also got this one as well, which will be a very unusual one. This, you get 3.5 metres of fabric because there's no fat quarter in this one. You get the paint pots. I think it's a metre. Was it a metre we said? Yeah, a metre of the yellow paint pots. This is also, it's obviously K-facet. Right? And then so that's a metre of that. Then you get a metre of the grey and a metre and a half of the bright, it's charcoal, of yellow. $29.99. So what you do is you'd cut this one up instead of the fat quarter. So you'd use this one as your flying geese and then the others as your border and your backing. OK, I'll just fold that up. Are you ready for me, Joy?
Ready.
Ready.
Always ready for you.
Oh,
always ready.
OK, so let's start with how do we begin making... So what would you call a block on? What is one of those blocks? Is it just one flying geese?
It's just one flying goose, yeah. So this is your block here.
Right.
So that's your flying goose.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've done 40 blocks then to make that?
Yes.
Blimey. All right then.
Don't mess about.
No.
Once I get going.
I can't unplug that.
Oh, what is
Right, keep your questions coming in for Joy. We love them.
Yep.
Right, this is the unusual Creative Grids ruler. This one is called the multi-size 6-inch flying geese plus 45 and 90-degree triangle.
Yeah, just trips off the tongue,
yes,
really, doesn't
totally.
it?
But we know they're brilliant. We had a sell-out day yesterday with Creative Grids. We love Rachel Arulu, who does Creative Grids.
Yeah.
So, that one looks complicated, though.
Okay, it's because it's going to do 2 jobs in one.
Right.
Basically, when we're doing the flying goose unit, we need the big triangle in the middle, which is the goose.
Yeah.
And then we need the 2 small. Can't do small triangles. Small triangles. Can't work that out then. 2 small triangles, which is referred to as the sky.
Yes.
So on here, this is the goose,
Yeah.
and these are the sky.
Now, I have to tell you that Richard emailed in, because I was calling it a goose, right?
Okay.
And he said it's not a singular one, isn't a goose, because it's not actually just one bird, it's the formation that the geese make when they're flying south or wherever they go. Yes. So even if you make one,
it's
he
a
said
flying goose.
It's still called flying geese, because it's still lots of them, even though you're only making one. Just putting it, Richard, because I know he'll email in, otherwise that's all.
Well,
right,
we're here to learn, aren't we?
Exactly.
We're here to learn.
Life is an education, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't understand the difference between a skein of geese and a gaggle of geese. Is one on the ground and one in the air? I don't know.
Well,
Richard will.
Yeah, Richard will know. Richard will know. Right, OK, so we've got this ruler. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, £22.95. OK,
so it's going to do 2 jobs in one. It's going to cut both those size triangles for us. I'm going to get that back, actually, because it might be easier. It might show up a bit better on there.
I'll have a look now.
See if it's...
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, OK. So we've got lots of lines, lots of numbers. So let's break it down a bit. We've got, first of all, a little diagram here which shows the flying geese.
Yes.
And a quarter square triangle unit and a half square triangle unit. So that's where you would use your 45 and 90-degree triangles to get those shapes on there. Then coming down this side, you've got some numbers in white boxes. OK, so we've got 1.5 inch, 2 inch, but this says strip after it.
Right.
So that's the size of the strip you need to cut.
Oh, OK.
So that strip size will include your 1/4 inch seam allowance. OK.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah. Then coming down the other side, you've got some numbers in black boxes.
Yeah.
And this is like 1 inch by 2 inch, 2 inch by 4 inch, and so on. That tells you the finished size of the unit that you're going to make.
Right.
OK. And it's as simple as that, really. You just got to look for your lines, cut your strip whichever width you want it to be, and that will tell you what size it's going to be. So for us, for this quilt, we're using 4 inch wide strips.
OK, I was just going to ask, what's that? Is this half for something completely different then?
Yeah, we're just talking about the geese.
OK.
So this is just for the geese at the moment, OK? So for our geese, I'm using 4 inch wide strips,
which should be on this side.
Yeah. So if we track that across here, that tells me that my finished block size is 3.5 by 7.
Finished complete block size with the sky in and everything?
Yeah.
Right.
OK?
Yeah.
If I turn this around, so I look at this top half, this is going to cut the smaller triangles for my sky.
Oh!
Okay?
Yeah, of course.
So it's all in one.
Yeah.
Exactly the same if you find your strip size, and then it will tell you the same. So it's going to tell you the same.
So you have to match that one up with that one if you're making flying geese.
Yeah. So if you're using 4-inch strips for your geese, you make 4-inch strips for your sky as well. And then obviously you can chop it around.
So basically that little ruler will do all of that central section for you, all in one.
Absolutely, yeah. A couple of other little features on here. First of all, we've got blunt ends here and here.
Yeah.
That's so that when we come to join it, it's much easier to match it up instead of matching those tiny little triangles like we were doing earlier. So we've got some nice blunt edges, and it also means we haven't got to worry about the dog ears because they've already gone. They've already gone. The other thing that's really good about this is we've got this circle in here. Now, when I'm cutting, if I'm cutting along here, I wouldn't be able to cut right to the edge if that was a solid piece of ruler. So by having that circle there, my rotary cutter blade goes just into there, so it's gone all the way through.
Brilliant.
Okay, so it really does. And of course, we've got our normal...
The resin
the
non-slip
non-slip stuff.
And also, every time you buy Rachel in Creative Grids, it comes with a little instructions pamphlet. You can also go on the web, you can go onto YouTube, you can go to Creative Grids, you can go anywhere and find out. You can actually see Rachel or anybody from the company using the different... So if you're a visual person rather than a reading person, then you can do it that way as well. OK, so let's get on.
OK.
Thank you for that, Joy.
No problem. So we've got our Fat Quarter pack.
Yes.
OK. And to do this quilt, I've used all 5 fat quarters, and I've done them in rows.
Right.
But you can mix and match them to suit however you
I
want
quite
to
like
do.
them in rows because it makes it more... Because you're thinking of, do you know what? No, it wouldn't work. But it makes it more formal because you've got the formal triangles. It kind of keeps it... But having said that, I've just looked down the side down. It does look nice muddled up as well, doesn't it? But, you know what I mean? If you were to muddle them up, then it could look more like that. But
yeah. It doesn't matter which way you go. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I just did it, and obviously I've got my 5 coming down, and then I've repeated the 5 again, and the same on all of them. And when you're doing something like a flying geese quilt, the other sort of variety you can put into it is that you could turn the alternate rows around the other way. So that some face that way and some face that way. Oh, of course, yes. So there's lots of things you can do.
Could you, this is me being a little bit...
Here we go.
So you've got all the skies as grey.
Yes.
Could you do one line with grey geese and a coloured sky?
You could.
Because that'd be quite dramatic to suddenly have a line the opposite way round, wouldn't it? So, so maybe a 6th line or something.
So here you would get the coloured fabric, and here you would have the grey.
And just have one line like that going across the middle would just be, or anywhere.
It would just look a totally different quilt because you wouldn't get this shape going in the middle.
Of course not, no.
Yeah, but you can. Once you've made your blocks, you can play around as much as you like to get whatever kind of patterning you like.
So what size strips have we cut?
So 4-inch strips, obviously using the
big ruler.
Oh, I've got the big one out today.
Yeah, well, it's lovely. Is this the 8.5-inch?
This is the 8.5-inch one. Yeah. I've got 6-inch ones at home, but I've also got the 8.5-inch one. And particularly if you're cutting multiple strips, I find this really
because if you think you've got the fat quarter, I suppose, is just going to be a few strips, isn't it? But if you've got a bolt of fabric, you're going to cut it off the fabric then.
Or if you're cutting 2.5-inch wide strips, and I actually cut off 7.5 inches, move it back and cut it and cross-cut it down. It keeps it a bit more stable. So I've used that then to cut these.
We had that ruler yesterday, so
Good. We've probably sold out then.
What?
We've probably sold out then.
Yeah, more than likely.
So in here I've got my 5 different...
okay. So you've got a strip of all 5 of your fat quarters in there.
Yeah, so I just cut them all as one go.
Okay.
You don't have to.
No.
It's just, what people want to do.
So now, some people say they wouldn't cut more than 4.
Yeah, it depends. I would go to 6 if it's strips and stuff like this.
But also, at home, your blade will always be pristine. The only reason I say that is because these rotary cutters get used by every expert, people in the warehouse and everything like that. So they're not always as sharp as you should have them at home, and you would have yours at home.
Absolutely, yeah. It's incredible how much difference a really fresh, sharp blade makes. You don't always realise how dull it's gone until you put a new on. Whoa, this is good. This is good.
Janet says, morning, Joy and John. With this ruler, could you cut all the geese and join them by turning one to avoid the join down the centre?
Yes. But
next question.
Yeah, in theory, yeah, because what you can do, you've got a geese that way, and effectively you've got a geese that way.
So you don't want the line down the middle.
Yeah, you just need to check out your sizes and just do it. But in theory, yes,
good question. And morning, loving the double act today.
Skein in
flight, gaggle on the ground, and wedge.
Oh, there's a new one.
When flying in a V shape. That's Anne.
Well done,
now that
Anne.
sounds posh, doesn't it?
Yeah, Abingdon-on-Thames.
Morning, John and Joy. Could you sew the big gooses together?
Yes.
I think that means the same as the grey one, doesn't it? The last one, doesn't it? Yes, Karen, you could do.
If we get time, we'll give it a go and see.
Come on then, Joy, stop talking. And...
Excuse me, pot kettle black. That's all I'm going to say.
Keep your questions coming in.
Yes, because it's very useful. OK, so I've got my 4-inch strip. I'm taking the goose side of the ruler and I'm going to line up that 4-inch line along the bottom. And you'll see that blunt edge now lines up on the top.
With the top of your fabric.
Now, this is where I can go and get my rotary mat again. Is it a rotary mat or a rotating mat? I think we're going to have a very literary
show. It's called...
It's called a rotating mat.
Rotating, not rotary, rotating.
But what's the difference between...
Rotary means to be round, doesn't it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Rotary means they do a float at Christmas. You have to put money in a bucket.
That's true, that's true.
It's the Alpha rotating mat, $32.95. Always sells out. Always sells out when we bring this.
OK.
Oh, it's gone to limited already because Joy decided to do it in the 8 o'clock hour as well, which she wasn't supposed to.
Oh, was that? Oh,
no.
dear.
But it's fine.
What a shame.
Yes,
do I not really? Sorry.
Just cut, then. Just cut.
Sorry. OK. So, finger on the top.
Yes.
That helps to stop it wobbling.
Yep.
Yep. All the way along. No, see, this isn't very sharp. OK. Then I can just turn my mat round and come back down the other side. And there we go.
This is the rotary cutter Joy is using. Again, I know we go on about Christmas, but all these are fabulous Christmas gifts, aren't they? It's the 45mm. 45mm. We love this one, £24.95. It's got the safety... they've got the handle that pulls in, it's got the safety grip, it's got the little button there to hold it, to lock it and everything. It's brilliant. £24. In fact, you always ask for this one, don't you? £24.95. In fact, we've got this because of you, haven't we? Isn't this one you asked us to get
Well, it's certainly one I've been... I was nagging about.
Yeah, nagging's the word.
Nag.
Right, OK, so you've cut out...
I've cut out my first one. OK. And now, what I can do is I can... So I cut that one out that way. And then all I've done like that, turned it round, and then I can continue to line up the next one.
So this one's come from here. That one was there.
That one was there.
So you cut that one, move that one away. Now you turn the thing round.
Yep. So now I'm doing that one.
Yeah.
So that one's gone. But what you can do is just slide it along. You can turn your ruler the other way up so it lines on the top this time.
Because you're still cutting away from yourself.
Yeah. And there you go. And you just keep going till you've got as many of those as you want.
Right.
Okay. So there's all your goosey loosies.
So now, if you were to do the grey ones, like the ladies were saying, you'd cut the grey ones out the same size as that, would you? If you were not doing the half ones like we're doing.
I think so. We're going to try it.
Green.
We're going to try it. I'm going to cut.
Do some your way first.
Yeah, I'll do the proper way first.
The proper way. Joy's way, the proper way.
Well, I just want to show the other half, OK? So again, I'll just bounce that out. There we go. Starting with our 4-inch strip again.
Yeah.
But this time we're going to the other side of the ruler. So I need a straight edge.
I'm confused now. Right. Are we not using that side?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But we need a straight edge first. Sorry. Did I not make that clear? No, that was me.
That was
probably me.
You did say straight.
Just not. Oh, and I'm going to use my huge
Tell me to get back in my box.
Have you got a box, John?
No,
or have you got a padded cell? We used to work in an office, and they did quite a bit of renovation work at one point, and the lift had got mirrors all the way around.
Oh, yes.
So because they're moving all the furniture, they put these great big padded covers over them. So when I was feeling particularly fraught, I said, that's it, I'm going in the padded cell. And I used to just go up and down in the lift.
I don't know. You make me giggle, not gaggle. So it's...
Good.
Another one. Caroline, did you say that skein or skein? Skein is a wild geese in flight and a gaggle is domestic. Oh,
they don't
Oh, that's
fly.
moving on. A skein is a wild goose in flight and a gaggle is a domestic goose which doesn't fly. Love you both, Caroline. Ooh. Oh, we're learning all sorts of things.
I thought all geese flew, but obviously not.
I don't know. Maybe they're too heavy.
I remember going to see the Indian running geese in Cornwall.
Oh, we had Canadian geese when I was at college.
Yeah, we got those in the park by us. But no,
Yeah, oh, yes,
these are running ones, and they like to be herded.
Oh,
And
they're those
sheepdog-
ones, the ones
Yeah,
that are like
they're sheepdog
Yeah.
herds them round. I just we're never going to get through.
Anyway,
this,
back
are
to the
we?
cutting.
So, okay, we're going to be serious again now. So we've moved to the other side of our ruler, line it up again on the 4-inch strip, and at the side edge there as well. So we've got our 2 reference points to make sure it's nice and square. And then we're going to zip up here. And again, it gives us that blunt part at the top. And then we can turn this around. Now, this is where this circle would come in useful if I was going big enough, because that would go straight into there.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we've got some of our funny colour sky, really, isn't it?
Yes.
But that's okay. So that's how our unit is going to be made.
Okay.
And we're going to sew that out in a minute.
Right.
But I'm just going to cut a couple of geese, and then we'll sew one and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, so be it. It'll just mean you need to adjust something somewhere.
The bundle that Joy's using at the moment, the green one, is the most popular so far.
It is nice, that one, nice and fresh. Okay, so we've got a couple to play with there. And
Yeah.
we've got a couple to play with there. We're good to go.
Go then. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Okay.
I'll move that one out of the way.
Okay. So, 2.
I don't know why I've got that.
Well, I might need it. You never know. It's comfort.
Yes,
Comfort factor, isn't it? Have a pot of pins handy. On my beginners class, they all make a pin cushion.
Oh, okay.
And then they never use it because they're so proud of the first thing they've made. They don't want to use it as a pin cushion. So just get them sort of laid out with all the right size facing up. And then we're going to line this up on here. So if we line up the bottom and we line up the point, it looks a bit weird at the top because we've got this blunt edge, but that's okay because we're going to stitch down a 1/4 inch.
So you've now got your 1/4 inch foot on, haven't
I've got the 1/4 inch foot on, yeah. And this machine has actually got a 1/4 inch stitch setting as well.
Oh, wow.
On this particular one. Not, the smaller domestic ones don't. The one I was using earlier doesn't. It's just what it is. So I'm going to stitch right from the beginning. And just watch those points right the way to the very end because we don't want it to go shooting off. Now, this is the important bit. You must press that open before you add the next one on.
Sarah in Gloucester, loving you two. Pantomime's calling John Mother Goose. I don't get asked to do it anymore. Oh, we've had a picture. From Julie. Hello, John. New to quilting. Here is my... Oh, I was just mentioning Bargello, wasn't I?
Wow.
Oh, wow. Right, this is her Bargello quilt using pumpkin linen texture bundle.
Ah, yes.
And the autumn bluebell fabric from our show. Oh, that's lovely. No. She says brilliant work, loving the show.
Good, good, good.
That's brilliant if that's your first one. Right.
Okay, so I've just finger pressed that out so you can give it a little
A proper
little
press.
flatten if you want to.
Okay. You don't have to watch. You can make the next one. Oh, no, you can't, because I've got it.
I can't, because you've got it there.
There you go.
Okay. So if you don't press it out before you sew the next one on, you end up with a pocket instead and you can't open it out.
What?
If you leave that and then you sew that one on...
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I had no idea what she was talking about then.
You're not the only one.
No, because we've made, I don't know if it was you and I, but we did like a flying goose that had a pocket. There's one that has...
folded flying goose.
There's a folded... See, I'm not going mad, am I? And
No,
I was thinking,
no.
that's nothing like that one.
No, exactly.
Anyway, sew that.
Okay. So, yes, sir. So take this one over. We'll get this one stitched on as well. I like this machine. It's got a really nice, smooth sound to it.
Yeah, also, Lucy's got one of those, and she said she can sew at night time when the kids have gone to bed and not worry about waking them up,
Yeah,
because the one she used to have did.
Not too clunky. So there we go. You can press that one.
Okay.
And that's our unit made.
That's it. That's your block made.
Yeah.
Right. What we're going to do, before we go any further with the sewing,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and do fabric.
Okay.
So don't do anything.
No, I'm just getting it ready.
And we'll carry on when we come back. Right. The one that Joy's using, most popular one. With this one, you've got the Cape Facet Fat Quarter. 1.5 metre dark green, 1 metre of apple. Spot on. It's spot on, that one there, yeah, that one. £41.49. That's the green one. If you've got it in your basket, please check it out. Next. The red one, which is the one that's hanging behind us over there. So this one, you get the red Fat Quarter. You get the red linear, you get 1 metre, and you get 1.5 metres of the charcoal. £41.49. There's the still. This is the one with the least amount of stock in at the moment. There you go. The last one, a Fat Quarter. Now, they call it blue, but your background isn't blue. Your background's forest fruits. So you get the blue Fat Quarter. This one made quite an interesting one, this one. Blue Fat Quarter. Then you've got the lilac spot on, and you've got the forest fruit, a metre of that. And forest fruits, you get 1.5 metres. £41.49. Then we've got another bundle, still Cape, but it's slightly different. So, again, with the two fabrics, you get 1.5 metres of the bright yellow and 0.5 metre of the charcoal. Sorry, I just did that because I matched it up with the charcoal that was there. But then you also get 1 metre of... Now, this is called yellow paint pots. I know the background's orange, but you get 1 metre of the yellow paint pots. Now, that would have been interesting to see, because we've got quilts that we've used that, because when you start cutting these up, they look like watermelons and grapefruits and things that have been cut up. Be very nice. Right, OK. So you get 1 metre of that, and then the 1.5 metres of the... 2.5 metres of the other fabric, yeah. Right, OK. Back with Joy.
I was just playing to see. I think it will work. It's just working out the lining up.
Oh, so what we're talking about now is somebody, a couple of people messaging saying, on Joy's one here, you've got a seam running through the grey, the skies of all of them. Could you possibly do the same triangle going the other way up so you don't have a seam running through the middle?
So that's what we're going to have a play with.
So we've cut the geese and the sky are the same shape, same size.
The slight issue we've got is that we've got a blunt top on here.
Yes.
And a point here. So we've now got to match a sharp point
to a blunt
one. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to
if anyone
line
can do
up.
it, Joy, you can do it.
Yeah, you just set me up, John. So I'm going to...
Do you want me to do it? I'll do it for you.
No, it's all right. That's quite all right. I'll do it. If it goes wrong, it's on my head.
Have you already unpicked that one?
No, I was just folding it to see how it was going to work. So I think we're going to have to line it up so that it's just that...
So you've got dog ends out of each end?
Yeah, on the one side.
Now, before Rachel Ruler Creative Grids came along, that's how you'd have to do it, wouldn't it? Because there wasn't a ruler with a blunted...
No, you would always have been joining these sharp bits.
Oh, two sharp bits.
Two sharp bits
of course,
together,
two sharp bits, yeah.
So we will see if we can do anything with this.
What are you saying, little Paul?
Is he worried we've gone off piece?
Flying goose, 45 and 90-degree triangle Euler that we've used to cut these.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got our first one on.
Right.
So I'll get you to give that a little press.
Yep. Now, do you want it that way, though?
Yeah, yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
What my concern is that when we
Yes.
sew this one on, will we get a quarter of an inch past the
yes.
point? And I'm not convinced we will.
Well, go on, give it a go.
So we will see.
This is like an experiment. This is like Heston Blumenthal, isn't it?
Yeah, this is live.
Live on telly.
Yeah. This is make it up as you go along.
No? So we didn't do a demonstration that could go horribly wrong.
But the thing is, it's quite useful because that's exactly the sort of thing that people would think. It might just be that the one triangle needs to be a bit bigger than the other to take into account
the
the
ruler
seam
takes that
allowances.
into consideration, yes.
So let's see what's happened here. Yeah, we're going to lose the points. So if you press that out, I can show what's happened.
Oh, yes, even I can see that now.
Yeah.
Right, OK. There you go.
So what's happened is where we've got a quarter of an inch seam allowance beyond the point there, so that when we sew it in, we keep
it's green
the point.
on green, isn't it? Let me put it on that,
Yeah.
So you've got your quarter inch of green there. So when you sew it together, you're not going to lose your point there. They're just going to match because your seam allowance is there, right? But this one...
This one, we've maybe got a quarter of it, an eighth of an inch, maybe.
Of an inch, yes.
So it's not really...
So unless you... what's going to happen is you could do it like this, but then you've always got to be aware of your seam allowances, because you could do that with a really, really scant quarter of an inch seam allowance, but then you have to be careful all the way along.
It'd be a nightmare. And you see, if I do that again, I could probably get it to get the quarter of an inch beyond the point at one end, but not the other. So that's one where, yes, there's going to be a way to do it. It's going to be a case of working out the maths.
So your triangles have to be different. Your triangles have to be different.
I would think so.
That. Okay, so we tried that one, so we'll go back to the...
But that's good. It's it's
it's brilliant. Thank you for asking. Because I'd automatically... When I saw that, I thought, I wonder why they've put seams through the middle of it, but that's obviously why. Yeah,
that's the way it works.
Yeah.
So that's it, really. I can sew another one of these.
Can we do one? You'll need to cut something out. Can we do one the other way round with the green sky? Okay. No, with the green goose and the floral sky.
Yep. So if I just retrim this back down.
Yeah, you can't use the cut-offs though, Paul, because they're different shapes.
Yeah, there's no seam allowance
on the cut-offs.
On them. But what we can do is...
Yeah, don't waste it. You can use...
Just work out that way. Yeah, that's the way it's got to go. So if I take it back to here and trim that one back.
Paul's asking, is he the only one that's confused? Yes, Paul. Thank you so much, Joy. I love watching you both. That's from Janet.
Lovely. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, so the piece we cut off, just to show Paul,
Paul,
is not the same size as the piece that we want to keep.
So you're saying use the cut-offs, but you can't because the one you cut off is smaller than the actual size you need.
Because if you cut that in half, then you've got no seam allowance. Yeah.
So I'll get rid of that one.
Okay. So we'll try one. So there's our one that way. So this one we're going to do the opposite way around.
What on earth are you talking about, Paul?
Oh, has he got lost?
He's saying he's doing a row of big ones and a row of small ones. How do you mean, Paul?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a little one. And that's another little one. Is that what he means?
I don't know. What do you mean, Paul? That's what we're doing. No. He's saying you do a row along here of big ones and a row along here of small ones. He doesn't know what he's... Paul's never done quilting, so just ignore him, everybody.
I think we need to give him a lesson.
Oh, I think he needs more than a lesson.
And we were being so nice about him earlier as well.
No, I wasn't. I don't want my reputation tarred. I wasn't saying anything nice about him. Right, OK.
Okay, so we'll line this one up on here, because we know that works nicely.
I've always got the right to veto, Paul.
Yeah, he doesn't. You don't have to say what he tells you to say.
No, and he says he's coming in tomorrow, especially to schedule shows for me tomorrow.
Is he tarring me with that brush as well?
Oh, yes.
We're both in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. We've got the right to veto. We can say no, Joy.
Well, we just do as we like anyway,
Exactly.
don't we? So, I don't know why he's so surprised. Now, you would think with this one, because we press that one to the dark, that we would press this one to the dark.
Yeah.
But we don't. We always press towards the sky.
Oh, even if it's a lighter colour?
Yeah, because that way you get your nice flat seams. Otherwise, you get a bulky bit in the middle. Thank you. That's nice and warm.
Oh.
You.
Somebody unplugged my, what's this thing called, this tablet thing? Somebody unplugged it last night. So I came in this morning, it's got no power, that's why I've got the wire on it. I can take it off now for a little while. But the plugs keep sticking out and I keep knocking into it. Moan, moan, moan.
I hope you're not going to be like this next time.
Little Paul said he's put it in the shift report. He's had nothing but you and me moaning all morning.
Well, it's true, actually.
Yeah. And Paul, your point is?
Yeah, deal with it.
Says he, the worst moaner of everybody. Good to me.
Actually, it's a shame because there's nobody else to moan to today. So.
Because you only work, when you work on a Sunday, you only do Sundays, so there's nobody here, is there?
So it's only Paul to moan to.
Right, so I'm going that way, aren't I?
Yeah.
What's the matter, little Paul? He's making those noises, you know.
Is he?
Oh, I quite like it that way round.
Yeah. So then...
Oh, yes, but you see the difference. Would you just sew those two together?
I can.
No, don't. On that one, you then, when you do it this way round, you then get the two... You get the two... If you were to mix and match, you're spoiling that grey bit in the middle, aren't you? Because you're then losing the effect of...
Yeah,
because... If you do it that way... Oh, that's something completely different. You might start making a chevron.
Absolutely.
But that's now not a... Well, that's still a flying... They're still flying geese, aren't they?
Yeah, and if you go that way, you've got...
Oh,
it shows you the chevrons going in both ways. You can, of course, put them together...
Oh, which is what you were saying earlier, wasn't it?
That way. Or you can have them going in alternate directions like that.
But there again...
Yeah, but if you'd got... This one was the same... Then you,
yes.
So yeah,
we've got two different ones.
Yeah, it's really fun actually to do this. You know,
have we got fabric to make another one?
Yes. Which way round do you want me to make it? That way or that way?
The creative grids will have a picture on of. Well, here's the picture of all the different shapes that you can make. Have I got my gloves on? I might be pointing at the wrong thing. I might be pointing at the QR thingy.
I think you'll find that might be the QR thingy. Let's have a look.
Oh, normally it shows you all the...
No, it just shows you
there they are. I couldn't see them. There they are at the top there. The three different ones. So you get the flying geese, the quarter square triangles, and the half square triangles. Say that again? What's Paul trying to say to me?
Do you know what? He's getting very involved in our show today.
Isn't he?
I mean, anybody would think he was in charge.
Exactly. Well, we like to let him think he is. Right, Paul, which way round would you like us to do the third one?
One of those or one of those?
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Just pick
another one of those.
Do another one of those.
That's actually the project that we're showing, isn't it?
So we better stick with the project.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, have you got the right cut-out ones?
Yes,
we have.
So I'll just double-check them, but I think they're the right ones. Yeah, because that one needs to go that way.
Oh, you're confused, you know.
Do you know what?
I might cut some new ones, Joy.
Shall I cut some new ones?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Because you still got your 4-inch... It's a 4-inch strip we work
yeah,
from,
it's
wasn't
a
it?
4-inch strip.
And we're cutting the skies.
We're cutting...
$22.95 for the ruler. Like I said, we had a sell-out show yesterday of Creative Grids.
I did this ruler with Natasha, many months ago, and we decided that this was a very useful implement.
What, like a ninja thing?
Yeah, you know, like in...
We don't condone any form of
violence.
Ninja behaviour. I don't know what I'm even saying. But you said it's like a boomerang. If I threw that, would it come back, do you think? Should we try it? Adam, you ready? Don't worry, I'm not going to.
OK, so we're going to make another one of these.
I'll get Rachel the Ruler to make a boomerang for us.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking all the different combinations you could do, because you've got 5 fat quarters, haven't you? Oh, so now the yellow and grey one with the yellow paint pots,
Yeah.
you're literally just, all your flying geese are going to be paint pots, unless you decide to do one row the other way round, wouldn't they?
Yes, yeah. And you might want to do a bit of fussy cutting on the paint pots to get the spots of colour in the same place.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm also just thinking, you could have got the spotty ones, and then done them diagonally, couldn't you? So you could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Then you could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go like that and make all sorts of different patterns.
Yeah, definitely.
You see, that's the bit I like, all the laying out.
Yeah, that's the fun bit.
We've got a creative grids, or don't for creative grids, but we've got a holder for creative grids coming in soon. So everyone's saying, because people who bought 13 and 14 and 15 of them. Nurse Julie, oh no, she's had a bad week. The only ray of sunshine is you and your guests and her family. Oh, Julie, that's Nurse Julie. She's not been very well at all. I thought she was on the mend, but she's had a bad week this week.
That's not good, is it? There you go.
Oh, did you do both of those without...
No.
Oh, no.
I might have done.
Yes.
Press
Yes,
both of them.
I think you did.
Yeah, I just finger pressed it.
OK, so...
So now what do you want to do?
No. I'm just doing it like how we're getting the traditional one that you've done there, basically.
Yeah. So we do that, and then they would sew together.
But then if you did this, you're going to create a completely different thing again, aren't you? Because
turn it round. Yeah.
you can either have the chevrons.
Yeah.
You could have that one there, which would cause... So then what would happen?
You wouldn't have it there because it would either go there.
Oh, could you never do that?
You would have to have a half block.
At the end, you'd have to have a half block.
Yeah.
Would that not be all right? Because I quite like that. But then it takes away the flying geese. You might not as well do a flying geese, might you?
It would be one of them on the end.
Actually, but you can make the half square triangles.
Yeah.
No, I've said that wrong, haven't I?
Yeah, half square triangles.
Oh, I did say the right thing.
You did.
Oh.
You did.
See, it's tripping naturally off the tongue now. It's a bit frightening, isn't it? That I know all these.
You're getting the lingo.
I went to the Chipping Camden Lady Quilters thing, and they were my friend next door neighbour Chris had helped organise everything. And I think they were thinking, oh, that John off the telly's coming, whatever. Then I was going, oh, yes, because there's flying geese and this and that. Oh, and now that's very Cafe, isn't it, where you turn the clips, isn't it? And then I said, oh, and this is the Drunkard's Pathway. And they were like, oh, he actually does know what he's talking about. What did you say, Little Paul? Oh, Little Paul was saying something, but he's not now.
OK. So you could put them... If you've got alternate ones, then you get these chevrons.
Oh, yes. So really, you just make all your blocks. Because this is what we're calling a block, isn't it?
Yes.
That's just an alternate one. So you can make all your blocks, whether you want alternate ones or whether you want that. Because you could turn that one that way up, couldn't you? And that would do the square thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you'd do
but that's a bit boring then, isn't
you'd do a square within a square. You do it a different way then. But you can go that way, so you get the lines coming through. But that's the way it is on the quilt.
Yes.
Now, you've got two choices.
Yeah. Oh, let's carry on.
Yeah. You can either do the lines this way and then join 4 lines.
Right.
Or you can join them up that way and then join them up that way. Just whichever works for you. I went this way because I wanted to make sure I got them going in the right order.
Yes. Now, would you ever, I don't know, I think I know the answer to this. So if you'd made, because obviously on that one you've got 5 different fabrics.
Yes.
So you've got all those different, you've got 8 of each, haven't you? 8 of each. Would you ever just go like that and then just stitch them together and not place them? Would you just randomly?
Do you know something? Random is actually very difficult to achieve.
Oh, okay.
Because your brain will automatically, if you pick 2 out at random, it will automatically go, Don't put those together. There's a technique that we use for doing things like log cabins, where you cut all your strips, put them in a carrier bag, and you literally, whatever you pull out has to go on next. And the number of times people would do that, I can't put that on there and put it back in the bag again.
No.
It's no longer random.
So the tradition is that you're supposed to just take the next one out of the bag.
Just take the next one out and do it. But it's really hard to do that because, you know, you might pick out 2 strips the same.
Well, I was going to say, what happens if you pick 2 orange ones out next to each other?
If you're doing it completely random, you put them together.
But then that could wreck the whole...
But does it?
Well, no.
Because if it's a random quilt...
Yes,
that's a whole...
your brain would go, like it just says that, and I haven't even seen it.
Oh, you can't put 2 the same together. Yeah, no, it's really bizarre to do random. But yeah, but you could do, you know, I mean...
So you put all those, you could put all those in a carrier bag and just pick out the first 4, put them together, and that's your top row, next 4. Yeah. But then you...
So you might end up with some the same and some not. And then it's like, it just depends on whether you like that effect or not.
Paul's asking, well, surely that's how Kaif just does his. I think Kaif will actually sit and monitor every single flower and everything like that. Oh, hang on, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh,
it doesn't mean anything.
No. It doesn't matter. Poor old Paul, he's not having a very good day.
Do you think he's trying to help us? Because he's not.
He's just muttering. He's hungry. Look at the time, it's 10 to 11. He's hungry.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. He needs some porridge.
Talk to me now about the border then on this one, because obviously that's not a finished quilt or anything. And in the bundle now. Yes, you'd have enough to do the border and the backing, I'm presuming, because you've got the 2 different fabrics.
Yeah, there's enough to do it all. Now, when you've got these joined together, they're not on the bias edges because we've cut them from strips. These are on the straight grain.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Yeah.
And these are on the straight grain. But they can get a little bit wobbly just because of the way the seams are working. So when you come to put your border on, really important that you measure the outside edge. Okay, and you measure the outside edge at the bottom. I found with mine there was nearly half an inch difference between the 2,
okay.
And that's just because of all the seam allowances that's going in, and that happens quite often. So what you do, you need to decide what length border you're going to put on. If you just put a strip on and then cut it off, you'll end up with a quilt that's got 2 different sizes, and we don't want that. So what the way it tells you in the books to do is that you take the 2 outside measurements, you measure across the middle, and you take the average of the 3 measurements.
Okay.
So if, for instance, this is 10, this is 10 and a half, and this is 10 and a quarter, the average of the 3 is 10 and a quarter. And then you would make that edge fit 10 and a quarter, and that edge fit 10 and a quarter.
But that means you'd have to skim a bit off that one, would you?
No, you sort of... ease out the border.
Ease it, got it.
But I find, in practice, that's quite hard to do. So what I do is I will have a look at it. If this is 10 inches and this is 10 and a half, I look at this and say, will this ease out to 10 and a half? And generally speaking, it will.
Yes.
Okay? So then I cut my borders at exactly that length, so 10 and a half. I pin the 2 edges and I pin the middle. Then I pin the middle of each, depending on how long it is. And then, if you've got to ease this out by half an inch, rather than leave it to the last 6 inches to do, which looks a bit rough.
Yes,
rough, that's new, yeah. All you have to do is just ease between the pins. So you're only easing a thread or 2 between each pin. Yeah. And it will ease out.
But also, if you eased it all into the last 6 inches, your quilt's going to do that.
Absolutely. And what that does, it helps to pull it square. And then when you've got your top and bottom border on, you do exactly the same on the sides, and that's what helps to pull it square.
Okay, if it's more than half an inch out, you've gone horribly wrong, haven't you?
Absolutely. Normally, it's about... The normal difference is round about a quarter of an inch.
Which is... Because if you've done lots and lots and lots of quarter-inch seam lengths, a tiny smidgen off each.
If you've done 20 seams, and there's 1 thread out on each one, 20 threads is a considerable chunk.
Exactly.
Yeah. So always measure the borders.
And do you do the top? Have you got a way of doing? Do you always do the top and the bottom first, and then the sides, or does it depend on the?
It depends on the size of the quilt, because because sometimes if you put the top and bottom on first, you haven't got enough length to do the sideboards in one piece. Whereas if you do it the other way round, you can get it on in one piece and whatever.
Okay.
This one, I've done the sides and then the top.
Brilliant. Stock warning on the rotating mat. It only came back into stock today. When are you back in next, Joy?
A couple of weeks. Fortnight today, I think.
Oh, be with me.
Yeah.
I'm ever so sorry.
The dream team will be back again.
I thought you were going to say, Kate says, loving the show, informative and entertaining from Kate.
We like to entertain. Oh,
lovely to see you,
and
Joy.
you
Take
too,
care.
John.
Send
Take
our love
care.
to Margaret, won't you?
I will.
And I keep forgetting the name of Jackie. I keep forgetting Jackie's name. Do what? That's the rotating mat that we just showed you over there. £32.95. Limited stock. It only came back into stock today as well. Always sells out. We'll get more in. We promise we'll get more in. But right, so have we got time to do these? Blue first this time. Right, actually, I'd have called this one purple, but it's blue because the fat quarter is blue. So you've got the fat quarter. You've got 1 metre of the lilac, and you've got 1.5 metres of the forest fruits, plus the fat quarter there, £41.49. Okay? Green next. This is lovely. You get the green fat quarter, the one you've just been seeing us do there. The green fat quarter. You get the, this is the most popular so far, you get the apple spot on, and you get the... is it forest green or dark green? I can't remember which one. Forest green there. £41.49. 2.5 metres of fabric and the fat quarter there. OK, red next. This is the one that's hanging on the wall behind Joy. You get the red fat quarter. You get the red linear fabric, 1 metre, and the charcoal grey, 1.5 metres, all 100% cotton, £41.49. OK, and then last but not least, this one's slightly different, still Cafe. So you get your solid fabric. So these are your skies and your background and everything. You've got the charcoal there, 1 metre, and the bright yellow. So there's 2.5 metres of fabric there. Then you also get a metre. Now, we don't name Cafes, the colours in Cafes fabric. I would have called this orange paint pots, but it's yellow paint pots. Because the main majority of the pots, you see, they're paint pots looking down, bird's eye view onto paint pots. So you get a metre of that. So in total, you get 3.5 metres of fabric. £29.99. Some have got lids, some are open. See, that one's open, but that one's got a lid. Anyway, now remember, if you've got anything in your basket you do need to check out, be careful if you've got the rotating mat in your basket, because you do need to check out. Also, don't forget the Creative Grid. Creative Grid, there it is, £22.95. Lots of you got that in your basket, but you do need to check out. Right, don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere, because in the next hour, I've got Miss It, Miss Out, fabrics by the half metre. I've got fat quarters, and I've got this, well, it's a limited edition. We're a bit stuck for words. Join us in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
So today I'm going to be showing you how to sew the herringbone stitch, but in this case using it for hems. So again, this is really great for materials that have stretch in it because of the nature of the stitches. So I'll just move that out of the way. So this is my mock hem. You can see it's a single hem, and I probably would have finished this either with a pinking shear or with an overlocking stitch. So I've got a needle and thread. It's embroidery thread, so you can see what we're doing, and I have put a knot in the end. So I'm going to start through the single hem of my fabric first. So it's exactly the same stitch, but this time you're going to be going across the fabric, joining the two together. So I'm going to bring this across first. I'm going to catch a couple of stitches going from right to left before coming back over to my hem. But this time I only want to go through that fabric, so I don't want to be seeing it here. So this is how you would do your herringbone stitch, but to secure a hem.
Finally, the wait is over. Liberty is coming to Sewing Quarter. So get out your diaries, as this is a date you'll not want to miss. Join us on the 21st of October when we delve into the wonderful world of Liberty and launch their brand new English Garden collection of quilting weight fabrics on Sewing Quarter. Dressmaker and self-confessed Liberty addict Jenny Smith will be alongside me, John Scott, from 8 a.m. to talk you through the must-have collection. She'll also be showcasing 2 fabulous new quilts made out of the iconic brand's fabrics. The quilts, perfect for your next project, allow the pretty classic 19th century floral prints to really shine through intricate blockwork in hues of pink and blue. So make sure you don't miss the launch of Liberty on the 21st of October from 8 a.m. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Right, I just need to have a minute. Handsome Adam, who's helping out today, he's lost something. And he can't find his... I'm just checking you're all right, John, just checking you're all right. He's like this, looking, searching round for something like that. Oh, he's been nothing but a nightmare since he's been in. Since he's got his new job. He just comes in and helps us out every now and then. And then we've not met Handsome Rob before. We'll have to find out more about him, and I'll give you the gossip on him later. I hope Joy's not waiting for him when we come out off air, because the poor boy will be eating for lunch, that's for sure. Right, now, I just explained, miss it, miss out. All of these fabrics here, these fat quarters, they're all, well, I want to say end of range, that doesn't sound right, but you know, they're all limited, right? So, a lot of these, we tried to reorder, we cannot reorder them, but I will tell you as we're going along, so it will be last chance saloon on some of those. But, before we do all those, and the fat quarters there, I've got this, right? Now, we've bought these, you've never seen these on air before. It's a limited, what do they call it? Special purchase, right? Now, you have to, when you buy it, you get all 3.6 metres of it, right? It is washable, melt and polyester viscose wool look fabric in camel, right? Now, you know as well as I do, this feels like a cashmere, if you're making a cape, or you're making something, a serape or something like that, this is brilliant because it's got the feel of like cashmere, but it's a wool look. It's washable. It's polyester viscose. So it's got this gorgeous. So for the 3.6 metres, you pay £27.95. So I was thinking, like a lovely winter coat, because look. There's loads of it. There's absolutely loads of it. How wide is it? Oh, now look. Oh, I've just done that and I'm ever so sorry. Look at the fabric, sorry. Well, just while I waft this, because I've broken my earpiece. There you go. I'll keep talking while I try and find it. But I was so busy wafting that I've lost the end of my talk back. Anyway, it's a washable melt and polyester viscose. It's got that lovely look of cashmere, as I say. I will be with you back in a second. Look at the way it all folds and everything. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry, I'm struggling here. No. I'll be with you in a second. I'm sorry. Busiest hour. And I've got all these problems with my talk back. There we go. I've got one plugged in. I'll just get the other one plugged in now. I'll just need Adam to come with a bit of silver tape. With you. Right, half the stock's gone already. I haven't even really talked about it. Just get me a bit of... do you remember in the olden days? Get me a piece of tape just to stick on the back of my shirt. You have to check out your baskets. Loads of you got it in your basket. Look, right, so you get all three... I haven't got anybody. 3.6 metres of it. You know what 3.6 metres looks like, but it's wide. It's wide, look. I'm not, because all my wires are all sticking out the back of my head. Right, check out your basket. Right, You won't see that again. You won't see that again. Now, I've just got to wait for Adam to come back in and with my bit of tape. Right. I'm going in the crystal order, aren't we? Floral Splendor. Now, there was a time we sold all this fabric by the half metre. Then we did it in fat quarters. So, this cannot be reordered. This cannot be reordered. This was a fat quarter bundle that we commissioned. There's only 5 of them. There's only 5 of them. No, I can't. We can't yet. We can't yet. Okay. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay. Now, some of these fabrics you're not going to see. Now, this one's lovely, isn't it? On my desk. It's usually on my desk. The silver tape. Is that what you're looking for? This cannot be reordered. Oh, there's only 2 metres left. This is a metre. Not a metre of the 2 metres you're going to get. There's 2 metres left on the roll in the warehouse. £7. Now, the price you're seeing is per half a metre. £7.95. Gorgeous. It's Tilda. Autumn Rose, lilac fabric. Now, the thing is, with this hour, let me just explain something to you. You can check it. So, say you bought some of every single fabric. What I would do, it's gone. Put it in your basket and check out. Put it in your basket. You need to be at the end of the rail and the thing as well. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to get Adam to stick my thingy on. Wait there. I'll just get out of shot. Thank you. It's basically... Oh, no, that's too tight. When I wafted all that gold, camel fabric, right, my whole earpiece came loose, right, and I've had to untuck it from my shirt, right. Now, I've got Adam... Oh, don't worry, it's all sticking out, but don't worry. Right, so Adam has... That's sold out, so that goes on your... Sold out. Did that fall off the table? Oh, I do apologise. You're not getting that bit. You're not getting that piece. Right. So that, Adam, needs to be folded and put away now, because that can't... Right, this... Cannot get any more of this. Cannot get any more of this, right? I love it. There's only 2.5 metres. There's only 2.5 metres of this. Oh, it's done it again. Sorry, everyone at home. Disaster day. Sorry. We'll keep an eye on the... We'll keep an eye on the fabric. £4.95 half a metre. It's colour woven, cotton red gingham. Now, they're calling it a panel. It's not a panel. Speak. It's not a panel. It's by the half metre. £4.95. Please check out your basket. Oh, there you go, Adam. That one can get... The camel's sold out. The Tilda lilac sold out. That's all right at the moment, but it will sell out. Woodland forest in lime now. So that, Adam, you take that. That can be folded and put on your maybe folder. Right. Right, this is one of the ones. Remember the other day when I did Miss Out the other day? This is one of their most popular fabrics, right? We can't reorder this fabric, but the fabric might be repeated next year. But what they do is they do a little change to it. They make it slightly different. So if you've got this already, if you want this actual fabric, you need to buy it today. There's only 2.5 metres of it left, right? Only because it could come back next year, but it could be a different design. It could have, like, yellow... you know what I mean? They make it slightly different each year. £4.95 for half a metre. Check your basket. Check out your baskets. The thing is, I can't guarantee... If you don't check out straight away, I can't guarantee it'll still be there when you come to get it. Right, a lot of people putting in their baskets. Now, remember, even if you put it in your basket, it's not yours till you've checked out. So say, oh, excuse me. Say I was at home right now and I was watching the show and it was Natasha here and I'd be like, oh, I want half a metre of that, put it in my basket. 1/2 metre of that, put it in my basket. 1/2 metre of that, right? I can do that, but if somebody else comes along and goes, I want 2.5 metres of that, they'll get it. They'll get it. Just put it in your basket. It's not, you know, like in some shopping channels, if it goes in the basket, then it's taken out of stock, right? Not like that here. So if somebody was to put, say I had 10 metres of this, right? And somebody put 10 metres in their basket, it won't go until they've checked out. So you put 10 metres in, someone else can come in and buy the 10 metres straight off you. It's not guaranteed until you check out your basket. Right, I'll carry on now. Sweetheart Azura fabric. There's only 1.5 metres of this left. And we cannot reorder this one. We cannot reorder this one. Oh, Christine, my love, you're having a bumper day today, aren't you? So, okay. So she checked out. Has Christine checked out on them? Oh, Christine, fabulous. Right. No, I had this the other day. Can't reorder this. This is the one that's got the lovely ochre dots on the middle of it. You have to come in quite close to see the ochre dot. It's called Meadow Beach House, right? Because it's from the Sky Blue range, or Blue Sky range, isn't it? See, look at those little dots. They're very, sorry. They're very, very subtle, look, but they're little ochre dots there. £5.95 for half a metre. Check out your baskets. Limited stock on all these. That's why it's called Miss It, Miss It. We are going very fast, but what we'll do is we'll do catch-up in minutes, and then Adam has to pass us the fabrics. Oh, no! Painterly wash. This is what Paul made the kimono out of the other day. Not little Paul, the talented Paul. Here we go. This is called Painterly wash. £11. Now, this is £11.45 for half a metre. 0800 112 44 30. That's the way to secure it. 150 centimetres wide. Oh, just double check that one. Oh, you can have that one as well. It's definitely wider. It's gorgeous. Now, it's called linen, or denim, isn't it? It's not denim, it's a denim print. It's 144 wide. It's 144 centimetres wide. I knew it wasn't 50. It's gorgeous. Now, when we had the bundle the other day with the kimono, was it not you, little Paul? Was it that sold out the other day? The allocated amount for the day sold out. It's out now. We're down to limited stock. Limited stock. No, oh, Tilda. Oh, right. When I tell you there's a metre, that's all that's left. The equivalent of that is all that's left in the warehouse. There's 1 metre of that left. £7.95 for half a metre. It's gorgeous. Harvest. Now, before we introduced Cottage yesterday, Harvest was the latest collection, wasn't it? I know. Oh, nearly. £7.95. Well done. Make sure you check out your baskets. There's only 1 metre. Ring the call centre if you want. Oh, look, they're backing up, Adam. Now, hang on. We can't get Harvest again. Sorry, I've not been doing this. We cannot get Harvest again, and we can't get Painterly Wash again. No, can't we? Right, we've reordered this, right? Apparently, they're not making any more. That's it now. It's done. With Poppy Day... Oh, actually, soon we'll have to start putting our poppies on, won't we? There's only a metre of this left. £3.50. And look at the price, £3.50. Now, this is the large one. We cannot reorder that one. There's only a metre. Which one? Right, that orange one, Adam, you've got there, that's sold out. That'll sell out as well, but it hasn't as yet. Oh, Fat Quarter, which one? The Alison Glass? So Easy Florals, that's this one. This has been so popular, this one. So popular. Cannot reorder this one either. Oh, OK. This is one, because it's been such a bestseller, we have actually asked So Easy to supply us with some more, and they've said we'll have to look into it. They can't guarantee they'll get it. We want to bring it back, but we don't know if we can. So it's not one that we definitely can't. There's only 5 of those left for £14.95 each. Nice, aren't they? Stripes and florals. OK, that goes there. We are going fast, but now, what's going to happen if we sell out? It could be interesting. This is gorgeous. This is ginger and pink. Oh, now I've got 3 metres of this. Now I'm saying that like, oh, I've got 3 metres. There's lots. They'll go, won't they? This is also from the Harvest range. The latest range. Until we launched Cottage yesterday, Harvest was her latest range. This is the ginger. We cannot get this again. We just cannot get that again. And how much is the 3 metres, did you say? Well, there was when we started. Right, OK. Right, now this is an example, right? 4 people have got that in their baskets. before you check out, we don't know how, we can't see on our system how much. Oh, it's sold out, Adam. What I was going to say was there was 3 meters of that, 4 people in the basket. If you all wanted a meter, when the first 3 people checked out, they'll have been all right. 4th person, out of stock. Oh, now little Paul loves this one. This is the one that Barbara, his mum... Well, I think Barbara's got enough of this now, actually. Paul bought an awful lot of this last week. Oh, sorry, is it a Christmas... It's not a Christmas present, is it? £8, because it was, you know... He bought her a lot. £8 and 45 pence. I helped him pick it. I helped him pick the ones. £8, 45 pence, half a metre. There's only 5 metres left. Actually, is that quilt still... Is my little quilt still in that trolley there? Is that one on there at all? I don't know if that one's on. Look, my little quilt, right? It's just there and there, Matt, that one, isn't it? Look, my little quilt there and there. It's Norman's quilt, really, isn't it? Love it, love it, love it. Right, put that back in my basket. Right, there was only 5 metres of that. It will go. At £8.45 for half a metre. I'll let Adam fold it. There you go. Right. More Tilda. Oh, more Tilda. Keep your messages coming in. We like it to be fast and furious and busy. We cannot get any more of this. I've only got 6 metres available today. Again, it's from the Harvest range. You see this? We only launched this a few weeks ago, didn't we? Bird tree green fabric from the Harvest range, £7.95. I think there's... I don't know. Is that a pigeon? If I start asking... Yeah, I've got a lovely blue pigeon on my roof. No, it's not painted. It's a racing pigeon. It's got the most beautiful racing pigeon, and it's got the most gorgeous kingfisher blue feathers all down there. Thank you, Adam. Right. There's more people got that in their baskets. Come on, keep up. Even Jay can do that job. Yeah, Paul says, is his cup of tea ready? No, stay there. This is more important. You're not allowed to go and make Paul tea while we're doing this. This is called Midnight Bloom. Now, the reason... How much of this have I got left? Right. We can't reorder this because it's from the Blue Sky range. It's the most subtle... There, look, you can just see it there. Let me hold it up for you, because from the distance, it just looks like a cream fabric, doesn't it? It's the most subtle. Gorgeous, but very, very subtle, that one. Joy would like that one in one of her quilts. Thank you. Right. Oh. What are you expecting? That's it. Yeah, that's right. Cotton canvas in grey. Now, we will be reordering this. Yeah, we will reorder this one. £3.65 for half a metre. So, but look at the width. Look at the width. That's 60 wide. How much of this have we got? You see, there's only 5 metres of that left. We will reorder it, but like when I say when we will, we have no idea when the suppliers will send it in or anything. So if you're needing it in a hurry, I'd do it now. I won't imagine it'll be here this side of Christmas. You know what I mean? Thank you, Adam. Now, is this enzyme washed linen? Oh. Oh, now, isn't that funny? This feels like linen to me. Are you sure? No, that's the wrong sample, then. This is linen. This is definitely linen. This is linen. I'm going to put that to one side. I don't want you to buy something that's not right. Right, OK. Tilda. Oh, is it Alison Glass first? Right, then. OK. Alison Glass Fat Quarter. Right. This is, remember we sold all these fabrics by the half metre. This is the one with like the bumblebees and the doves and the stars. That's the one there that look... Oh, sorry, wait for you to come to me. That's the one that looks like the Alice in Wonderland. This is called Raven, this one. We had this bundle of Fat Quarters made for us, especially. Well, we can't order it again because we had it made specially for us. £24.95. Nice, aren't they? Gorgeous colours. So they're all fat quarters. They're all fat quarters there. Beautiful, aren't they? Wendy. Wendy says, morning, John. I've already spent too much this week and you're tempting me again. Please wish Neil a happy birthday. Neil, happy birthday. That's from Wendy. Not from me. One more message. Kaz, oh my goodness, John, you've made my day. I can't stop laughing. Sorry. Why, what happened? Was it about this? Was it about this? Oh, was that one? I can't do the moonwalk, but I nearly did then, didn't I? Tilda. This is called bush. Flower bush. Now, isn't it funny? She's called it green in this collection. She's called this colour sage in the new collection, isn't she? Oh, now I've got lots of this. Well, I say lots. 7 metres. There's only 7 metres, and we cannot reorder it. From 7 metres or 7 units? Yeah, 7 metres. 7 metres this, that's all I've got. Can't reorder it. Cannot reorder it for love nor money. It's nice, isn't it? Okay. Next one. Thank you, Adam. I'm really sorry, right? I know I go on and on and on about how rubbish Jay is all the time, right? They'll be watching, he'll be sitting home watching. In fact, oh no, they'll be up now. And he can do this bit. Butterflies. Yeah, but you're handsome, you see, he's not. What's that? About what? What, Adam, you mean? Well, he's only new, isn't he? We cannot reorder this. Oh, you've got all friends up in the gallery. They're going mad that I'm picking on you. £7.95. I don't know what I said that was so bad. Yeah, you could. £7.95. It's lovely. Do you know what's good about this is it's vibrant. What's the word you use all the time, Paul? It's vibrant. Those butterflies are popping out of that. Not really, but the colour is absolutely popping out of that fabric. Okay, £7.95 for half a metre. You see, look how close you can come. You can come closer, see? Yeah, you see. Too late for that. Take it then. Tilda, Harvest. Cannot reorder. Cannot reorder this one. Look, this is the green one. We've already had it in the pink and orange. Now we've got it. No, this one's not popping. £7.95 for half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? Cannot get it again. Cannot get it again. Yeah. What's the matter? Oh. This cannot be reordered. Barbara's favourite. There's only 6 metres of this left. Oh, that is nice. No, it's not demure at all. Not boutique. Look, my little quilt in the middle. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's like Delft pottery, isn't it? Which Paul thinks comes from France. £8.45 for half a metre. There. It is beautiful, isn't it? Have you not got that one, Paul, for your mum? Oh, it's a real board. I thought it was on your screen. Oh, he's writing it on his board. Right. Breeze Baltic, this is from the, there you go. Cannot reorder. Now, I launched this because it goes with the fabric straight after this one. It's from the Blue Sky range. £5.95 for half a metre. I've only got 4 metres of it in stock now. Let me put my hand in so you can just see the size of that print. Don't you be laughing, Rob. At £5. No, that's my real hand. That's not the plastic fake one we've got. No. Where we used to work before, they didn't like my rings going on my hands. They bought a plastic fake hand for me to put the rings on. Looked more freaky than anything. Right, this is from the same range. Well done. Oh, you see, now he's getting better now, Adam. You're getting better at it now. Yes, because with doing jewellery, we never did that. Slid them across the table like that, did we? Look, we love this one. Hydrangea. What you looking for? Whereabouts? That's the next one in the pile. There, oh, there. Graphic Scent, $5.95. Cloud 9, this is called... Now, it did come in 2 colourways, this, didn't it? Oh. You'll be on Cloud 9, Paul says, when you get this. Do you know what? I hate to tell you this, right? There's an Anna Maria fabric coming up in about 6 fabrics' time. I know. OK. Thank you. Right, pineapples. Now, this fabric is still warm from the iron. How's that? It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, actually, hang on. No, hang on. I think I might be wrong. No, 100% cotton. I'm wrong. I'm really wrong. Oh, no, this is art. Isn't this art gallery? Yes, this is art gallery. Charleston Ananas Cream Canvas by Art Gallery. Isn't that the French for a pineapple? So it's a Charleston pineapple, cream canvas by Art Gallery. Right, this is 60 inches wide. Right, I'll go through what's left over again, don't worry. Frou-frou, Helen Mirren. This is the Helen Mirren one I called this the Helen Mirren one, didn't I? This is beautiful. This is a very, very fine lawn. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at the colours. $9.95 by half a metre. It's a beautiful, gorgeous, soft lawn, look. Frou-frou, Fleury, colour 1. They don't give them names, they just gave them colours. £9.95. No, Paul, frou-frou, you won't never say frou on its own. Frou-frou's like tutu, you'd never say two on its own, would you? Did you hear Paul's joke yesterday? He went to university and studied ballet, got a 2-2. He's still laughing. Right, now, what's Joy's favourite animal? A flamingo. Look. Now, we had this the other day, didn't we? We've made bags out of this. Dina Designs multi-flamingo. Oh, Rob's bored already. You bored, Rob? No, not at all, he said, not at all. £6.95. Half a metre. Nice, isn't it? Gorgeous pinks. Go lovely with lots of the pink. Oh, the pink bundle we had yesterday would look lovely with that, wouldn't it? What's the matter? Why has that one got one on them? Oh, where are we? Why is that one, right? It's not allowed to ride on its back. Why is... Oh, and that one is as well. Maybe do flamingos do that then? What's a baby flamingo called? What's a baby flamingo called, Adam? Little. Well, you know a baby peacock is a peachick. Did you know that? A baby flamingo is called... a squash. I think Paul's looking at the wrong bit now. Oh, chick, flamingo chick. This is the cabbage fabric. This is Tilda cabbage fabric. Nice. I think it's like one of those Sawadee, you know the lovely Thai headdresses that the dancers wear, like that, right? Look, we can't reorder this. You see what I mean? Oh, hang on, where are we? You see what I mean? There, that looks like the headdress, doesn't it? A Sawadee headdress. Paul say mandala. Yeah, possibly. Very filigree mandala, maybe. Oh, cabbage flower green fabric from Harvest Range. We only launched this a few weeks ago, and here we are. Miss it, miss out already. And we cannot reorder it. We'd love to. We'd love to. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, Anna Maria. High Climber. No. Is it High Climber? Social climber, social climber. I'd nearly got it right. I knew it was wrong when I said it. This is gorgeous. Right, I haven't got much of this left. If you want it, we can't order it again. We cannot order it again. Say that again. We need to tell Adam so he doesn't pass it back to me, that's all. So we'll shout them out in a minute. OK? Anna Maria, ice. That's the colour's ice. The blue is ice. We haven't got it in the gold. We've only got it in the ice, if you're looking for that one. OK? That is beautiful. That'd make a gorgeous dress, wouldn't it? OK? Now, this one is making my eyes flicker a little bit, this one. Trinket Diamonds on Ochre, this one's called. Cannot reorder. Now, I don't think you'll even see. You'll need to come in even closer than that, I think, Michael. Moving in. We had this in blue, but now we've just got the ochre. There it is. I'm sorry if it's hurting your eyes on the telly. It doesn't hurt your eyes in real life. Do you know what this would look nice with? You know, it's all sold out, the camel, hasn't it, from earlier? Oh, just looking for the size. This. Right, 8 people have got that in their baskets. You need to check out. You do need to check out. Thank you. Now, this one's called Stitches. This is the set. Oh, is it loop stitches? Casted loop stitches. Now, this is the same range as the Painterly Wash. It's the denim range, but it's not denim. It's a really lovely cotton, but it's denim coloured. £11.45. Cannot order it again. Nice, isn't it? Like little stitched loops, look, you see. It's not denim. Don't expect it to be heavyweight like denim. That's the 44-inch, 144 centimetres wide, that one. OK. Thank you. Right, now this, we had this one earlier. Remember I said it's got little ochre dots on it? I launched this range. Can't reorder this one either. It's from the blue, isn't this one Blue Sky range? There you go, Blue Sky range. This is called Meadow Cadet. Remember the one earlier was Meadow Beach House? And this one's Meadow Cadet. Or Cadet, maybe. £5.95. Please, Rob, don't laugh at Ginger Mike's joke, because they're bad. Oh, no. Paul, this is Paul, right? Knock, knock. Who's there? Yodelay, Who? That's not even funny, Paul. Oh, now I don't recognise this one. No, I'm not doing that one. Where's this one come from? I've not seen this one. Trinkets on Sage, this one. I've never seen this one. It's a trinket sprig, even, on Sage. In real life, now on the telly, that's not doing it justice. It is do you know what would look lovely with that? The Sage linen look that we had earlier, linen effect we had earlier. £5.45. I've never seen that one before, and it's there it is in. Miss it, miss that. No, I've never seen this. Right, I've seen this fabric in hedgehogs, and I was about to go, this was in Miss It, Miss Out the other day. It's not, because it's not hedgehogs. It's mice. Never seen this. Oh, there's a metre left. Right, we're trying to get this one again, but there's no guarantee we can get this one again. There's a dormouse asleep. Acorns, there you go. Acorns and winter berries. It's gone, sold. This one's sold out, Adam. That goes in your sold out pile. Please check out your baskets. Right, 7 people have got that in their basket, right? But there's only 1 metre. So the first person to check out gets it. This is the sprig one again, is it? Oh, this is Windswept Mountain from the Blue Fan. But that's just like that sprig design, isn't it, there? Very pretty, very clean, this one. I've only got 3 left to show you. I've only got 3 left. This is called Windswept Mountain Top Fabric from Blue Sky. £5.95 for half a metre. Pretty, isn't it? How much of this have I got, did you say? We're all right on this one at the moment. But we are not reordering. Can't reorder it. It's from the Blue Sky range. Blue Sky range, so you can't reorder that. OK. Now, I had this one the other day in Miss It, Miss Out in the navy blue, didn't I? Oh, there's only a metre of this one. Is it terracotta, this one? Oh, it's just called Japanese Garden on red. Oh, that's right. I remember this because we were like, red? Red? It's terracotta. Red? Japanese Garden Blossom, white on red fabric. It's terracotta, it's not red, but there's only a metre of it. Check out your baskets. Right, now this one, I had this in the Miss It, Miss Out this week, but it's in the, I had it in the beige with like the brown dot. It was lovely. This, oh, it was only a metre. Linen look, it's not real linen. Linen look, cotton dots on pink, 1 metre, £3.95 for half a metre. That's gorgeous, isn't it? It chooses a different place. Where's the thread? But it's fabric. It doesn't matter if the thread's, Michael. Yeah, but how am I supposed to reach there? It's probably gone. Look, you put the camera there, not here. There. Probably gone, that one. Probably gone. Put that on, you're probably gone, Adam. Last one. That must be trinket something else. Flower on red. And now, red? That's more like a burgundy-ish colour, isn't it? £5.45 for half a metre. Right now, Adam, this is where it gets complicated. Because I tell you now which ones are sold out and you have to put them to one side. Are we ready? Are you ready? Sold out. Tilda Autumn Rose in what colour? Yeah, that's right, that's on the pile, yeah. Lilac, gone. The gingham panel gone, it's not a panel, but yeah, it's gone. Woodland Forest in lime, gone. Oh, well done, Adam. Sweetheart Azura, gone, that's right. I'll bring you back the other ones in a minute. So Tilda, Autumn Rose Ginger, that's the... already moved, you already moved that one. No, that's not Autumn Rose. The poppies has gone. The red poppies there. Yep. Right, the green one with the birds on, that's gone. Tilda Green's gone. All these are gone. I'll bring back the others in a minute. That's this one that's on there. OK. Right, so we'll go through them all now. We'll go through them all again now. So if I could have them back in order. Oh, that heart one's gone. That heart one's gone, the top one. And the mouse has gone now as well. No, I haven't got it. I gave it back to Adam. Right, OK. So bring back the first pile of fabrics. And these are still available as in now. I want the fat quarters as well, please. Right. This is the one that you said, yeah, Meadow Beach House, this one, isn't it? OK, thank you. There's 4 metres of this left. If you want this, four metres of that left. That's all. It's beautiful, isn't it? The blue flowers with a little ochre dot with the fresh ivory white background. £5.95 for half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the 3 fat quarters next. Then we can do those and get them out of the way. So this is the first one. This was the very first one on the list. Yeah. It was the very first one we did, right at the beginning of the show. This is the... Oh, right, there's 3 of these left. We cannot order this again because we had this Fat Quarter bundle made. We used to sell these flowers. This is what's called Floral Splendor, that one there. And then this was ladders, sticks, stars, sticks. I can't remember what that was called. And they're crosses and stars. There's only 3 of those left. 3 of those left. Karen, thank goodness I checked out as the Azure is gone. Karen, that's what happens. That's happening. In, out, in, out, in, out. If you don't check out, you don't get it. It's as simple as that. Julie, good morning, gorgeous. Please take a few days off as I've spent a fortune since Thursday. Oh, Julie, I'm in tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Monday. Then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday again. Oh, we've got the Liberty fabrics next weekend, haven't we? Kaz, that knock-knock was awful. I know, Kaz. And they get worse. They get worse. Painterly wash now. Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing Fat Quarters first, aren't I? Karen, spent a fortune again today and I'm already up to the 5 deliveries this week. Oh, you'll be getting to know your postman. And where we used to work, we had a lady called Lady Audrey, right? And she only used to order because she fancied her DPD driver. I know. Alison Glass, this one is. Alison Glass, this one. Oh, has it sold out? Hang on. We'll just check. Right. If you've got that in your basket, please check out. There's only 4 of them. I'm not surprised it's popular. Look at the gorgeous colours. There's only 4 left, but there's 4 of you, more than 4 of you got it in the baskets. Now, we are getting some more Alison Glass next week. Won't be Fat Quarters, though, I don't think. It's usually fabric by the half metre. But not that. We're not getting any of these again. Do you want to have a look? Oh, that rainbow of colours is gorgeous, isn't it? So what it is we used to sell this fabric by the half metre, and everyone was saying, oh, I love this. So we decided to make Fat Quarter bundle out of it. It's been very, well, as you can see, it's in Miss It, Miss Out. So that's what you get. That's a Fat Quarter. You take a metre, you cut it in half that way, and you cut it in half that way. So you get 4 of them, and it gives you a Fat Quarter. You haven't seen, what, this Fat Bundle? No, it's been in the kit since then. Yeah, it's definitely been in the kit. Definitely been in the kit. Where are we now? Oh, no, we're October now. No, it's definitely been in the kit. Ooh, lovely. Really lovely, aren't they? That's like a gorgeous plum damson colour. OK, I'll give that one to Adam. Oh, there's only 2 of those left now. They'll sell. They'll sell out. Loads in baskets. Put that in your sold folder. Now. No, that was Floral Splendor. You've already done Floral Splendor. This is Stripes and Ditzy Flowers, this one. So Easy, that's the one. We can't get this one again. We've asked So Easy to get it for us. We cannot get it again. £14.95. Now, these are a lovely, really lovely cotton. The Alison Glass ones are more like satinized. They've got a dressing on them. These are like your traditional the cotton, like hanky cotton. Oh, Andrew and Hilary, what do they want? Oh, they're emailed. Oh, they normally do this. Morning, John. Oh, Andrew's had his flu jab this week. And it's a flu jab. He's feeling the ill effects of his flu jab from yesterday, but watching me is cheering him up. You know what? You're not supposed to get any ill effects from a flu jab unless you've got a cold, and then it affects you a little bit. Mine was fine. I was back in work that afternoon. Not back at work that afternoon. Right, painterly wash. Now, the thing about these miss it, miss outs, right? If it doesn't all go today, you will see it again. It's not like last chance. So like the ones that have sold out, obviously you'll never see again. But this, if it doesn't all sell today, because it's got quite a bit of this one, you will see it again. You might see it again. Painterly wash is gorgeous. I love this one. It's like a spring garden, this, isn't it? $11.45 for half a metre. 144 centimetres wide. Looks like it's been hand-painted, doesn't it, that one? It's really, really lovely. You know what this would be nice in? I'm just going to hold it up. Is if you made one of Jennifer Taylor's. I wonder why that's a metre and a half they've given me here on here. That's like if you make one of Jennifer Taylor's dresses out of that, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? One of her shift dresses. Do you know what I mean? 12 sell-out so far. 12 sell-out so far, so please be careful. Yeah, the thing is, you need to check out, like Karen said, you need to check out as you go along. There's no point in waiting. Now, I'm surprised I've still got some of this. This is ginger and pink Tilda. Oh, it's sold out. Rose ginger. And yeah, flower tree ginger, that's this one. Yeah, no, rose ginger was the first one. Yeah. Flower tree ginger. $7.95 for half a metre. 1 metre left. I thought this one would have flown out. There's one, if you want that. Now, my advice is, if you're on the web, put it in your basket, check out immediately. It doesn't matter how many times you check out, you still pay $2.95. So if you just buy a metre of this, it's $2.95. If you buy something, one of everything, like a few of you have, right, it's $2.95. Oh, hello, Gerardine, my love. Hello, John, you deserve a rest, and so does my postman. Lots of love, Gerardine. Yes, exactly. Well, it's not. I'm going to York straight after the show tomorrow. I'm off to York to film at Paver Shoes, so it's not really a rest. But I get to stay in a hotel, which means that you get a good night's sleep, doesn't it, normally? We love this. Over half the stock has gone. Right. Now, if everybody who's got this in their basket checks out, it's sold out. If you've got this in your basket, do not miss out, do not miss out, do not miss out. That's why the show's called Miss It, Miss Out. Because if you don't check out, you don't get it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I wonder what that would be like as a shirt. Hang on. I won't be able to have it now, will I? But thank you. Well, how much is left? Oh, there's more in the... That's a sold out, then. There's more in the baskets than there are in the... You've got to check out. I'm sorry, it's very boring watching me going, check out, check out, check out. I'm only telling you for your own good, because me and Paul, we know disappointment, don't we, Paul, you see? Paul more than most. Oh, is this one sold? Okay, we'll just check. This is golden hour. Yeah. Right, there were... Oh, okay, right. So there were 10 units, which is 5 metres, right? 4 units have gone. No, hang on. 10 units. I'm getting confused now. 10 units, 5 metres. 9 units have gone, which means 4.5 metres have gone. So there's... Okay. So there's half a metre left, but 4 people have got it in their basket. So 3 of you are going to miss out. 3 of you are going to miss out. So that one goes on the sold out, Adam. Right, this is the grey cotton canvas. This is half a metre. This is what you get. It's wide, 60 inches wide, this one. Yeah, that's what I said. Enzyme linen. I told you it was. And you went like, no. Thank you. I'm rarely wrong. Right, more people have got this in their basket than we've got available. So we are going to try and order that one again. We are going to, if we can, we're going to get that one again. Sold out, Adam. Right, now this you haven't seen, and that's if you'll check out, obviously. You haven't seen this one. You haven't seen this one yet today. This is enzyme washed. We had the blue one. Do you remember yesterday I had the kit? And I said, I'm sure this is meant to be in this bundle. But anyway, this is the enzyme washed linen. $5.95. Now, we will always sell enzyme washed linen, so we could order this again. But this is the pink from last year's range. Next year's pink could be different because it'll be a different dye batch. So even if they plan to have it the same, there's no guarantee it will be because no 2 dye batches of fabric like this are the same. It's $5.95 half a metre. It's wide. It's 144 centimetres wide. It's linen. It's real. Oh, it says linen look. It's not linen look. It's real linen, this one. It's real linen. It's not linen look. It's real linen, this one. Because you wouldn't enzyme wash linen look, could you? Don't you get enzyme wash linen? $5.95 for half a metre. Thank you. We're all right with that one, are we, at the moment? Yeah, because I only just seen it. Right, this is Flower Bush by Tilda in green. Nice, isn't it? Now, you're all right for this one at the moment. Oh, right. This is how silly these hours get, right? Oh, we're all right for this. We're all right for this. 3.5 metres. All it takes is for one person to want to make a dress out of it, and that's it. Oh, forget that, forget that, forget that. Loads in the baskets. That'll be gone when you all check out. Right, butterfly. This is the Vibrant Butterflies. Painted Wings, it's called, this one. Oh. What's that song? Take these painted wings. He's singing. Did you hear him, Adam? Oh, it's not called Painted Wings. It's called Butterflies. Oh, from the Painted Wings range, yeah. Right. 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 Oh, okay. So 9 people have got this in their basket, and there's 9 units left. Is that what you're saying? So if all of you want half a metre, then you'll be fine. If one of you wants a metre, then number 9 who checks in won't get it. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Lovely, though, isn't it? Gorgeous. It is a risky game leaving it, because what happens is we're 10 to 12 now. We come off air in 10 minutes' time, and when we do, that's when people start checking out. But it's very, very risky on an hour like this. And the thing is, can I just have a word, right? If you know you want it, check out straight away, because you'll only pay $2.95 no matter how many times you check out. I know I'm boring, I know I'm repeating myself over and over and over again, but I want you to get what you want. I want you to be able to get what you want. Paul always wants what you can't have. No, that didn't come out right, did it? You know what I mean? Oh, got a message. Penny, got my order. Thanks, John. Love, Pen. Yeah, we got that coming up. Oh, no, Anna-Marie Cornell, you said went in the other pile. Yeah. OK, right. The blue one with the roses growing up it, like that big, the Anna Maria Horner. No, keep going. It'll be in the first. It's bright blue, like a vibrant blue. Oh, no, it's there. Yeah, and I've got loads still to go. It's all right, don't wait, leave it where it is. Flower Tree from Tilda in the green, but I do need that pile of fabrics coming over now because I finished these. $7.95. How much of this have I got? $3 meters this one left, thank you. 3 meters this one left. Make sure you check out your baskets. Right, now I'm going to have to speed up a little bit because I've got to get through all of these before the end of the show and do the menu. Here's the negative one of that one I showed you earlier. It was dark blue earlier. This has got the white background. £8.45 for half a metre. Cannot reorder. Blue Rhapsody range. This is the Winter Rose on the white background. Lots of you got that in your basket. 2 meters of that left. That's all I've got. 2 meters of that left now. Beautiful. Right, now this one here, Baltic. Don't encourage him. Rob, don't encourage him. £5.95. There's 3.5 metres of that left. It's £5.95 for half a metre. Miss it, miss out. Miss it, miss out. Paul wants me to go like this. Miss it, miss out. OK. I love this one. It's from the same range as that one. This is from the same range. $1 metre of that left. Listen to Paul. You can fussy cut that, he said. What shape would you fussy cut it into? What? I'll move on. I don't think he's got the gist of fussy cutting it. But not bananas, they're pineapples. No, it's because ananas. Ananas is French for pineapple, isn't it? It's called ananas. Da 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 do do boo do. Do do be do do be do do be do do be do be do be do boo 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 boo. $8.95, half a metre. Check out your baskets. Right, frou. Le frou from Paris. It's gorgeous. So lightweight. Gorgeous lightweight. It's colour number 1, this one. $9.95. Half a metre. Yeah, that was in a different show. Beautiful. Beautiful colours. Very Helen Mirren, I'd say. Afternoon tea. Flamingos. Oh. Was he like this when you worked with him before? Oh, so he's not getting any better. Flamingos in the pink, $6.95 for half a metre. You need to check out. Stock warning, stock warning, stock warning. Check out your basket. Not all of you is going to get it. Not all of you is going to get that. Here we go. This is the Tilda cabbage, or the Sawadikar headdresses. In the green. Oh, blimey, get a bit of move on. Oh, I've got more than... OK, $7.95. Please check out your baskets. Anna Maria Horner. Now, I thought this had all gone, but you haven't checked out your baskets, so it's still available. Ice, that colour is. $6.95 for half a metre. Oh, I knew it would be. I'd said that. Loads and loads and loads. You got that in your basket, right? This one, now, this one had a bit of a flurry. I put this one out. I said, sorry, it's hurting your eyes. Loads and loads and loads. You bought it. Graphics coming in there. Trinkets diamond on ochre. Now, that's the least ochre fabric I've ever seen, isn't it? It's not ochre, that, is it? It's burnt sienna, that. Moving on. Right, these are the loops. Well, I'm only hurrying up because we've got to do the menu, yes, haven't we? Stitch loops. Casted loops, what's the same thing? Casted stitch. $11.45 for half a metre. What are you making that funny noise for, Paul? Somebody trodden on your toe. Check out your baskets. Gorgeous, this one, isn't it? This is Cadet. It's the same as the beach hat one earlier, but in dark blue. Meadow Cadet fabric. It's Cadet, isn't it? £5.95. Half a metre. Three more to show you. Oh, sorry. Three more to show you. Now, this one, I've never seen this one before. Sage sprigs, these are. Is it sprig? Is it called sprigs? Trinket sprig on sage. £5.45 for half a metre. OK. Out. And then I've got this one. This is lovely. This is beautiful. This one's very fresh. This is Windswept from the Sky Blue Sky range. Just two more to show you after this. $5.95 for half a metre. Then we've got the Japanese Garden, white on red. Adam. Sold out. Right, last one. This is red. Oh, the enzyme. Can I have the enzyme pink back as well, please? It's the linen one. Keep going to the end. It's the first one, I think. That's it. Trinkets, fabric, flowers on red. OK, I'm just going to show this again because you only got one glimpse of this earlier. Then we've got tomorrow's menu. This is enzyme wash linen. It says linen look on it, but it's actually linen. Oh, got to be very quick with this one. Graphics in. Oh, I can hear a helicopter above. Oh, that'll be filming the marathon, won't it? I bet the marathon's just going past the door now. $5.95. I hope you weren't planning on going anywhere this afternoon, Rob. £5.95. Half metre, right? That's it. Let's look at tomorrow's menu. Oh, we're just doing it like that way. Oh, John's Workroom Essentials. That's new to me, that one. Who's in tomorrow then? Jersey top and dress. Is it Paul tomorrow? No, it's Amanda. It's Amanda tomorrow, Jersey top and dress. Oh, she'll be using the overlocker, of course. 10 o'clock, Cave Hour. And 11 o'clock, showcase. Interfacing showface. We used to call that Viline, but it's now been changed to Vlizaline. Oh, that's an unusual day, isn't it? Anyway, thanks very much for your company. You only got one thing to say to you. Check out your baskets because you will miss out if you don't check out. Thank you for your company. Any problems, give the call centre a ring, 0800 112 4433. Go on the website to buy anything, to look in the web shop, do anything like that. Also, we go on a loop now, so you can watch us on a loop. In a minute, the 8 o'clock show will start again. Or you go to YouTube, just search Sewing Quarter, and put in the date of the show you want to see, and it comes up. So thanks ever so much for your company. Thank you for my new team today. It's been great fun. And I will see you, God willing, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Join us on Monday the 16th of October for an hour of dressmaking with the talented Amanda Wyatt. Amanda will show us how to create the perfect wrap-over top and dress using the Elna 664 Pro Overlocker. Hemming, joining seams and sewing stretch fabrics are made simple by this nifty machine. And with some classic patterns and fabulous fabrics on hand, Amanda will share with us her top dressmaking tips and sewing secrets. So tune in on Monday the 16th of October at 9 a.m. to see Amanda in action, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.